Lysanya, not Lasagna, bringing you Sunday Community Skirmish number 129. It's a pleasure to host it here today, folks. We've got the top stream, and with me today is the SCS organizer himself, Sir Stefan. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How's everyone else doing?
I hope everybody's doing fantastic here today because we've got the top bracket. We've got a lot of matches here in store today. We've got top bracket. That means we're going to have the winners finals, Road to Redemption finals, and the grand finals on this channel here today, plus many other matches. 6 great teams signing up here today. Lots of competition about to get underway here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and take off the overlay here. We've got 2 outstanding teams coming up here. We've got Clan versus Team Predators in our very first matchup. And of course, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream at twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy, and also to those of you watching on the replay on Twitch and on YouTube. Of course, you want to check out the YouTube channel, you can check that out right underneath the live stream channel. If you want to check that out, it's got all the different replays that I do for Chaos Skirmish, Sunday Community Skirmish, everything that I do. As well, if you want to check out the raw feeds for Sunday Community Skirmish, like say, of course, you can see the broadcasts for the individual matches and whatnot, but I do also upload the raw streams if you want to see lobby decisions, things like that. If you ever want to check that out and figure out, hey, what makes teams tick about, you know, hey, certain things happen. Why did we happen to have this in a match where you don't expect that to happen? You can check that out. Check out the raw broadcast, of course, on my YouTube channel. Of course, you can check it out on my Twitch channel for 2 weeks. But before we get started, of course, let's go over some quick rules here for Sunday Community Skirmish. Sir Stefan, if you don't mind, for those in the audience that have never viewed a Sunday Community Skirmish before, let them know what's going to happen here. Tell them about the rules.
Okay, so SCS is a community organized event, which is, of course, for its 119th time we host this. It's a 2v2 tournament, dual elimination in this case. So that means if you lose twice, you're out. All ships are allowed, all strats are allowed. We have a limited time though, 20 minutes, to prevent these long-range sniper matches, which basically help no one. Further, teams are not allowed to swap loadouts during the matches. Yeah, that covers most of it, I guess.
First kill advantage.
First kill advantage, of course. To prevent teams from actually getting into a tie and the point where there is no clear winner. The team with the first kill will have the kill advantage and will win the match. So in case when the timer runs out, first kill decides.
So shall we start the lobby timer here? Because they're already starting to announce changes and everything, so might as well start that timer.
It's very good. Mostly I have to tell everyone, announce your changes, please. But we have been seeing people actually doing it out of themselves lately.
Yes, and these are 2 veteran teams here, both teams that have won SCS in the past, so they know what's going on.
They sure know what's going on.
Yeah, they should know what's going on, but they do. We know that they do. So, ooh, looks like we've got. Let's see, Clan is actually bringing in a sub group as well, so should we call them Clan sub this week, as Gurus is running second ship for Clan. Oh, and look at that, a fellow streamer, Guagadu over there.
You're looking the wrong way.
Oh yeah, that's right, I'm used to doing it that way, oh my god. I'm used to doing it left and right and whatnot, it's like, oh yeah, UI change, oops. Let's try that one more time. Yes,
This is actually more organized for SCS, because I can look at the bracket now and I can see, oh, Team Predator on the lower part of the bracket, so I can just place them on Team 2. So this is for me a bit handier, but I can suggest why people think this is chaotic.
Yeah.
Especially if you're used to the old version.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, wait a minute, I have to remember, top and bottom, not left and right. That's right. We're off to a fantastic start already, folks. So we're going to get that out of the way in the first lobby so we don't have that problem later on. But yes, okay, so Clan's on top. Clan is red. And Team Predators is blue. Of course, in before Gorus actually pulls a plot twist and actually switches teams mid-match, you know, that could happen. No, we're not looking for that.
Well, as long as there are no Monkers, we can't see betrayal, unfortunately, so...
Oh man, that would be an intriguing plot twist. Munker comes out, mines Mighty Cab. Oh yeah, I'm joining Clan.
Well, we have seen this in the Monday Munker Madness, where team just got triggered by each other and just started to mine each other on accident.
Glorious.
Turned into full escalation.
Glorious. Of course, you have, I just realized something. That every one of the community organized events, all the organizers and whatnot for those community events. Oh yeah, they're in this room on this live stream. We're here. Hey, there you go. Well, I should say not all of us, because I'm a co-organizer of Chaos Skirmish, not the lone organizer of it. So that's a little different, but still. You're represented by all of the events for Chaos, for not just Chaos, but for Monday Munker Madness, Sunday Community Skirmish, etc., etc., etc. Actually, there is no etc. because that's it.
There's the Iron Folk on Friday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the Iron Fork of Friday. That's right.
And we have the Fighting the Death events.
No, but that's not a community event. That's not a community run event. That's a Muse run event. I did forget about Iron Fork.
Iron Folk, isn't that hosted by Josie?
It is. So. Wouldn't it technically be run by Muse? So technically I'm right.
Technically, yeah.
Technically. There you go. Although it isn't run officially by Muse, but whatever. Wait, what? There's been a call in the other stream, forfeit by one of the teams. That's awkward.
Let me quickly tap into that, see what's happening.
All right. Well, he's taking...
one of their captains is sick at this point. Hold
up. There's somebody in our Twitch channel that is saying that he would actually sub to give him a match. But is it too late?
Well, I guess he has to talk to them. If you contact Waters over Steam or on Guns itself, you might be able to ask him. He will get you in touch. Further, I can't really do anything at this point. I have to keep my eye on the stream as well,
yep.
Make sure the referee here goes correctly.
Yes, and we'll take care of that at a later time. Right now, we've got Periton Rumble. It is, of course, the 2v2 variety of it, and we'll take care of the ship call-out. Ship number 1 is the oh gosh, I have to pronounce it now. Zarastrua. It is piloted by Nietzsche's Mustache. Of course, he always gives me trouble with his pronunciations. It is a Brawl-Spire Hwacha with Gatling, Mortar, and Gatling. Ship number 2 is the Rackets, piloted by Infinity Omelet. It's a Hwacha fish with a side Gatling and a carronade. Ship number 3 is the St. Glaswegian's Kiss, piloted by Mighty Keb. It is a Pyramidian, Gat Mortar Metamidian with a Banshee and a Flare on the side. And ship number 4 is the Wretched Egg, piloted by Gorsaurus. It is a Hwacha fish with side Gatling and carronade.
Okay, so all very close quarter ships. This should prove interesting. Shouldn't take too long as well as most close quarter matches.
And just making sure that everybody on the live stream can see the feed. Just want to make sure if there's any problems, please let me know. If you can't hear us, let us know. And here we go. Sorry, go ahead. You had the call.
Both teams are spotted at this point. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to react to the Spire, since that ship can't really take that much damage. It's basically a glass cannon. Ooh, awful Hwacha firing right in the back of the Rackets. That's going to waste some rockets there.
Oh yeah, and Racket's trying to move around the St. Glaswegian's Kiss, trying to use altitude here, but that leaves us the Zara completely and utterly exposed to both blue ships. This could be a sandwich opportunity if they're not careful. Rackets is going back for the Wretched Egg now. Watch it going out on the St. Glaswegian's Kiss. Another one going out on the Wretched Egg. It looks like they're going to get plenty of components here. 6 out of 7 guns taken out by Red. Well done. That could have been disaster.
Done, yeah.
And Gatling's going out. Hull break on the St. Glaswegian's Kiss and the Zarasura.
There comes the Hwacha, take up a
beautiful
and a kill.
Beautiful job, and the Zarasura could eat it here. They're down to about 25% perma. First blood, of course, goes to Red. Red, of course, is Clan, so they have first kill advantage. Meanwhile, Carronade's going into the Wretched Eggs balloon, trying to ground and pound. They do pop the balloon. Watch it going out, trying to take out the front gun. They have done so. They're down to about 50% armor. Still full perma. They're still okay. That Spire's still trying to turn. Wretched Egg could still get out of here, but not much room to maneuver, except for the part where there go all the guns and one engine. Perma hull and about to be a ship. Yeah, you can call it right there. That's the edge, map edge. Racket should be getting the kill here. Edge should be academic. There it is. And in fact, the Zarsura picks up the kill. 2-0 red.
Very interesting to see. Like, you don't see many teams actually bringing Spires into SGS for their absolute glass cannon.
True, but on this map, it makes sense. On this map and in Canyon, it makes sense because you can use hard cover to swing around to cover, and it negates the glass cannon aspect, the glass aspect of the glass cannon. You can get it with proper positioning, with proper timing. You can take care of that weakness. Now, of course, that depends a lot on the pilot, and it depends a lot on the map.
We have a pause being called out here.
Pause called. Mm-hmm. And let's see what's going on. I think we have a missing pilot.
That's the most obvious case, yes.
And apparently, let's see. Yeah, Ship 4 is not spawning, which means I bet that our Ship 4 pilot has some problems right now. That would be Gorosaurus. Of course, let's check out chat in Twitch chat here. Let's see. The Rebel's going to check to see if they can do that. By the way, for those of you, while we're taking care of this business right here, for those of you wondering about the other live stream, if you want to check out Bottom Bracket, you can check that out at twitch.tv/water. It's me. He's going to be taking care of the bottom bracket today. We've got the top bracket here.
Let me actually push that in there immediately so you guys can have a link. Meanwhile, we'll just have to wait here for 2 minutes maximum, see if their pilot comes back.
There you go. I've got that. Oh, he must. Oh no, that was a force spawn. That was the force spawn right there. So he's not necessarily back at for. Of course, the timer on the spawn window.
No, he even left there.
Yeah. So basically, when you have enough time that goes by on the spawn window, it forces you onto whatever default spawn point it's going to force for you. So just because your pilot's not back doesn't mean that you can't spawn. Oh, it'll make you spawn. So, yeah, Gurus crashed. Not a surprise. So hopefully he comes back soon. And a gentleman's pause has been requested. So a gentleman's pause, what they're referring to here is when the time expires on the pause, the timer for the match is running. There's Gurus, he's coming back. He's coming back right now. So what that means is the timer in the match is running, but both teams agree not to move, not to shoot, not to do anything like that. They extend their own brand of pause. It's kind of a gentlemanly, that's why it's a gentleman's agreement. Gentlemanly pause. Both teams agree, look, we don't want to fight you when you're down a man. We want to fight you when you're at your best. So now the timer's going to be running. The gentlemanly pause is in effect. Both teams agreeing to this right now. Unless Clan wants to take the pause. Oh, Clan wants to take the pause. Okay, so Clan's going to burn their pause to allow them to get Gorosaurus back. That's good. Okay. So we have a pause timer with 17:30 left. All right, we should get back to the action here pretty shortly. And I've got my timer ready to go.
Wait, can the AI spot in this game?
Yes. Oh, no, it can't. No. AI cannot spot, no. I forgot. No, I'm thinking Alliance.
Oh, because they spotted...
somebody had to have... Yeah, somebody had to manually spot. That's not AI. Okay, they're calling for unpause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit my timer as well. So I've got 17:30 and counting on my timer. So I'm keeping track along with you. All right, here we go, folks. Back to the match. And apparently DeRebel was saying too late on jumping in, so I believe they're going to their next match on bottom stream.
If they are going to that, of course. If they forfeit from that as well. Just to see what's going to happen, but let's just keep our attention towards this match for now.
So here we go. Take a look at the map as both teams approaching each other. Head first here. There will be no wasted time in this engagement, as both teams are positioning themselves for the impending engagement.
Although Blue does kind of have the advantage on this one, with the spire being as low in Burma as it is at this point.
That they do.
Although the spire, if it can stay back behind the rackets and just empty their clips on them, they could make real big cover.
Wretched Egg might be trying to bait a Hwacha fire from the ratchets, and they do get the baited Hwacha fire, but they do eat it themselves. It looks like they're going straight for the Zatsura. Looks like watch for ship number 3, the St. Glaswegian's Kiss. They could be going in for the Spire. Yes, they do. That is a pincer maneuver right there. Expertly executed. Mortar coming out. The Spire should be as good as dead if they can connect with the mortars, and they do.
Lucky mortar shot on that point.
A beautiful job right there by the St. Glaswegian's Kiss. Great job by the Wretched Egg to draw their attention. St. Glaswegian's Kiss coming in the back door for the kill. 2-1 as the Rackets is all alone right now. Hwacha going out on the Rackets, picking up. No, they do not pick up the front gun. Only a side gun. Hull break on the Rackets.
Armor goes down.
Yes, it does. Hwacha going out, but mostly into the top. No, they're now picking up components. They're now picking up guns. All 4 guns of the St. Glaswegian's Kiss goes down. So Rackets should be in good shape. No Gatling up. Now the Gatling finally comes up. They've got a little bit. Oh, they could be caught.
Ram.
They're caught. They're caught. They ain't going anywhere. They're down. There's no way they're getting out of this one. They're down. Mortar going out. Hwacha going out. They're gone. 2-2. A perfect engagement for Blue. All tied up at 2. A great job by the Wretched Egg setting that whole thing up. Drawing the attention of both red ships, and St. Glaswegian's Kiss coming in the back door, picking up the Spire with just enough room to make it work. I guess you can call it lucky. I would say they definitely did what they were supposed to do there. They only needed 2 good mortar shots out of the clip, and they certainly got it.
Yeah, the Spire was already pretty far away, and that mortar shot just snatched them on the side. So, of course, you could say it's skill, luck. I'm not going to argue about that.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and sometimes it's hard to tell whether it's luck or skill. It doesn't matter. What matters is you get the job done.
Exactly.
And here we go. We got spots going out right now. Wretched Egg has been spotted. In fact, all spots going out right now. St. Glaswegian's Kiss about to be spotted. Here we go. Wretched Egg gets watched, but no components go down. No, just 1 side gun.
Ooh, good play here by the Glaswegian Kiss, dropping back, making sure that the Spire is missing most of its Hwacha. The Wretched Egg goes back, manages to break the whole armor of the Spire. Hwacha going out.
Oh, that's devastating for the Zathasura. This could be devastating. That should be a kill. St. Glaswegian's Kiss moving in for the pincer. That is a sandwich right there, folks. 3-2 Blue.
Very well done.
Rackets is like, you know what? You know what? It's been nice knowing you guys. Exit stage left. Oh, no, they're going to go below. They're going to go exit stage right. They're going to try to shoot the Kiss.
Done.
Well done. Well done. And getting the Hwacha out as well on the engines. That's going to be critical here for their escape. They lose their guns, though, but that might not matter. If they can get around the Wretched Egg, they might have a chance, except one problem. They've got a very low balloon. That could be devastating. Hwacha going out. That's the rest of their clip.
Well, the Spire is coming up behind the pyramid, and if they can be fast enough to take it down before their engines are getting back up.
Wild Hwacha right there. They'll try to get that stamina arc on the St. Glaswegian's Kiss. Only a couple wasted shots. They do get the rest of it on there. They do get the Hwacha on the St. Glaswegian's Kiss, picking up, do they pick up? Yeah, 2 engines, 2 guns, and the brake. And they get the brake. They might actually pick this up. Remember, it's 3-2. Red has first blood advantage. They got the whole brake on the St. Glaswegian's Kiss one more time. Are they going to pick it up? No. Looks like they are camping that hole pretty good right now. We've got 12.5 minutes left to go in the match. Wretched Egg trying to assist his ally, not doing a great job right now. That's because they're under watch of fire by the Rackets. Rackets now putting carronades into the Wretched Egg. Zasura pushing the Glaswegian Kiss back, yeah.
He's in trouble at this point. He's trying to return Gatlin, although he does manage to get out of there in this case, leaving his ally mainly alone. Ooh, a whole break on the Wretched Egg.
Yes, and I would not be surprised if the Zathasura consider... Well, actually, no, they can't. Not with the St. Glaswegian's Kiss. They cannot turn their attention to the Wretched Egg because St. Glaswegian's Kiss will basically pincer them, and they will die very quickly. That means that Rackets is going to be taking out the Wretched Egg. They are doing just that. They have him sandwiched right here. This could be a Goomba or a Ram. Looks like maybe a Goomba in play. That is no balloon, low armor, low perma. That should be a kill any second. Carronade should pick up the balloon. It does. Watcher should be academic. That'll do it. 3-3, all tied up. Zathasura has been hull broken. St. Glaswegian's Kiss picks up the hull break, but they are all alone right now with low perma. This is not an opportunity to go in and get a kill. I mean, granted, Rackets is out of position.
They can ram the Spire into the...
Oh, they're going to try to. They're going to try to with the Hydro. Oh my goodness, they are actually picking it up. Oh, are they going to get it? Oh no, the clutch by Rackets. The clutch. Oh my god! That is one hell of a clutch. That may actually be a game-saving clutch right there by the Rackets. 4-3. Oh my goodness. That's going to go on the highlight reel. That is absolutely going on the highlight reel.
Replay on that.
Oh, you are going to get a replay after SCS 129 on that one.
Inhuman reactions.
Oh! How to clutch right there. My goodness. Just 07 for Infinity Omelet right there. That is how you teamwork. As they have spotted the Wretched Egg as they're freshly spawned. However, Blue could still win this. It's 4-3, one engagement to end it all right here, folks. Zathasura is low perma. With Rackets going into the engagement, Red needs one kill, Blue needs all two. We are not going to have any problems with the timer here, folks. We are in most likely the final engagement of this first matchup. Drive-by by Rackets. Zathasura comes in the back door. Hull break on the egg. This could be it, folks. Down to 40% perma. Watch it going in the St. Glaswegian's Kiss, picking it up. Gatling's mortars going out on the egg. This should do it. Is this going to be a ram kill for the Zathasura? A sandwich right there to end it. A return fire sandwich, 5-3 in favor of Clan there. Woo!
What a match.
Excitement everywhere and a nice and tidy 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Well done. That was an exciting matchup to open up SCS number 129.
It's been a while since I saw such a good one.
My goodness.
Let me quickly update the bracket so we can have a look at that, see what's all on the board in this case. I need to wait for this match to end, otherwise I may crash again. For some reason my computer doesn't like it when I L-tap in Guns of Icarus.
Alright, so let's update the brackets here.
That was 5 to
3,
right?
5-3 in favor of Clan.
Very nicely done. They'll be facing the next match against the Skyborns.
Yes, they will, and that'll be our next matchup here. And our next match is match number 3. That means it will be on... Hey, look at that! It's going to be on Periton Rumble once again! Amazing how that works.
Yeah, well, these maps are being generated randomly. I just pick a random generator, throw the maps in a couple times, and see what comes out. Of course, I do know that Periton Rumble is something the community always enjoys watching. So,
oh, we get a lot of Periton Rumble here today. In fact, let me check the map list here. Let's see, Periton Rumble. No, this will be our only chances for Periton Rumble here today. But, ooh, look at that. Match 11. If we go to 2 matches deep on the Grand Finals, we get Canyon Ambush as the last match.
Nice
Grand Finals. That's a great way to end up with SCS. You get a long-range type map in Blackcliff and a close-range map in Canyon Ambush. So somebody's definitely going to earn it here this week. On SCS number 129, and of course, let's see, we've got an update from the bottom bracket here. First Blood going to Blue. Blue, of course, would be the Eschaldon Trading Company. They have First Blood over Fancy Cloud Dancers.
Ooh, very nicely done.
And dare we say, would that be an upset if Sheldon Trading Company beat the Fancy Cloud Dancers?
Um,
I mean, I'm not saying it'd be a huge upset because there's a lot of veteran teams in here this week, but maybe a mild upset?
Well, the Fancy Cloud Dancers, they were last week second place, and I've seen them win before. So to say it would be a nice way for Clan or for the challenge to start this. But Fancy Cloud Dancers, they are a veteran team. They can always make a comeback. I tend not to leap conclusions out of it too soon.
So while we're waiting here, let's see if we can get that lobby up. Let's get Skyborn versus Clan going here. Yeah, we need that lobby.
Oh.
Yeah, and of course, big thanks to everybody tuning in here to Lysanya's Lounge at Sunday Community Skirmish number 129. We've got the top bracket. We're trying to give y'all updates here as far as the bottom bracket is concerned while we're getting this lobby up. We'll have that here very shortly, so stay tuned, folks. We'll have match number 2 underway very shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, if you're wondering, hey, why is the second bottom match starting so quickly? Well, that's because we had a forfeit in the bottom bracket round 1. One of the pilots was unable to show in the bottom bracket first round matchup, so they are underway very quickly on their second matchup, and we are about to get underway with our second lobby. All right, let's go ahead and get that lobby back up here, folks. There we go. And we've got Clan on blue this time. And we have Skyborn on red.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Of course, any tournament that Skyborn shows up to, you could definitely consider them one of the favorites, if not the favorite to win. However, with this field here today, that may be a tall order for them. Skyborn, always a strong side, but you've got a lot of strong teams. You've got Clan, Team Predators, you've got Fancy Cloud Dancers. Sheldon Trading Company is a regular in SCS. When Sheldon Trading Company is arguably the 5th best team in the tournament, you know you've got a deep field here this week. That's no offense meant to Sheldon Trading Company, but this is a very deep field here this week. You got Skyborn, Clan, Team Predators, Fancy Cloud Dancers, Sheldon Trading Company. You've got a whole host of people here this week. Lots and lots and lots of good teams showing up to SCS this week.
Yeah, the competition has been pretty good lately. The most veteran players actually signing up again and fighting it out on Sunday. Who is the best for this week? Yeah, it's interesting to see.
And I'm wondering, could this possibly be because people are looking to warm up for maybe Big Brass tournament coming up on December 3rd?
Yes, I do think this. I've been having several invites as well, people that ask me if I want to fly in a combination. Only so far, I haven't really decided if I want to go for it or not. Honestly, I organize SES, so that's enough for me to do. Also have school and... well, honestly, I quite enjoy my free time as well from time to time.
It's all good, because I've been asked as well, and I had to tell people, no, I'm sorry, I would love to, except for that minor detail of I'm kind of co-casting the tournament, so I'm kind of already committed to a team. So, of course, I left many people very disappointed with that, but I am looking actually to get back into the tournaments at some point, just not yet. It's just not the right time, because I know with Big Brass, like with Big Brass, I really want to be on the streaming side of it, which now I know I'll be available for all 3 days. Oh, it makes me so happy. So I'm going to be co-casting on that one, and of course, for those of you who don't know, Admiral Obvious, we got the band back together, baby. We're coming back December the 3rd. And of course, maybe possibly next weekend, maybe we may be getting the band back together one more time for some practice for Big Brass. So maybe you may see us next week on Sunday Community Skirmish number 130. Could happen. Of course, Admiral Obvious is the guy who got me into streaming in the first place. Oh, did Rareform reset his levels? He reset his levels. He certainly did.
Wait, reset your levels. Is that a feature as well now?
No, that's you ask the devs and they will reset your levels. It's just one of those things. Luharis did it before. I guess Rareform's done it now. Anyway, we have ship locks in place here. That's one of the things, people say, hey, levels may matter, things like that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's reset his match counter too. Look at that.
Okay, and that's time 0.
That's time 0. That's an alarm that basically means get your butts moving into the match.
It's basically have to stand as a stopwatch on my phone.
It's time. See. This is the clock. It's time to stop the lobby, and it's time to go. Let's go. Let's go blow some things up.
Awesome.
All right, and of course, do not adjust your television sets, folks. Do not adjust your computer monitors here. This is Paradin Rumble once again. Yes, Paradin Rumble is actually now a 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4 map. It is in a ruined city, and lots of places to ambush, as you saw in our last match. Lots of places to ambush, and if it's anything like our last matchup, we are in for some fireworks here today. We could only be so lucky that we get another one of those matches here. Of course, we have one of the teams. Yeah, we had one of the teams that was involved in it. So here we go. Ship number 1 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Mobula with a Hades up top, double Artemis bottom, Gat, and a Flak on the wings. Ship number 2 is the Helios, also a Mobula piloted by Dark Knight. We have a Hades Mobula with double Artemis bottom and a Gat flare on the wings. Ship number 3 is the Sniping Squid, piloted by Infinity Ahmed. Oh, he's bringing the Squid back. We have a Squid with a Carronade front, Gatling side, and a Banshee on the back. And ship number 4, as I should have started my timer as well, because I'm trying to keep track of it as well, is the Mauler 8, piloted by Nietzsche's Mustache. Short side, we have a Carronade and a Watcha. Long side, we have a Lumber and a Flak and a Hades and a Flare on the back. And yes, we have a hull break on the Mauler already. Those Hades Mobulas, and of course, Reborn, known for their Mobula work. Definitely their trademark ship, as recently, in fact, in the most recent patch a couple weeks ago, the Mobula was slightly nerfed, but gun arcs started moving in, so more possibilities for gun combinations, but less opportunities to potentially evade and juke and things like that. Balloons got nerfed, horizontal got nerfed a bit, lots of bad things for mobility for Mobulas, but mobile platforms, oh yeah, they are definitely that.
This is kind of interesting though. The Skyboard are using a pilot that we haven't seen in a while, so it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to unfold for them. I know the Skyboards usually have Solidus and Sunstrom, which apparently had a breakup.
You don't say. You don't say.
I'll spare everyone the details, since I apparently don't know the details myself.
Helios balloon broken.
Oh, very interesting. Nicely done there. Those lumberjacks are really going to back in now.
Yeah, and that's going to get the Squid out of danger as well. So it's not just a senseless balloon pop. The Sniping Squid could have potentially been sniped through some cracks and whatnot, but by popping the Helios, they have taken the Hades out of play, which means that Sniping Squid can do what it needs to do. Molar 8, of course, putting shots down range, and Helios is forced into cover, allowing Sniping Squid to get a general idea of where the Mobulas are. They need to make sure they do know, because they need to make sure they get good approaches. Meanwhile, Hades going out on the Mauler 8 will keep things at range for right now. In fact, let's keep things at range on the other side. There we go. That's a much better angle right here. We'll look at things from Blue's side right now and kind of swing the camera over. Not a whole lot of places to look, because the ships are literally almost all the way across the map, so it's going to be difficult to keep track of everything. We'll do our best here. Shots going out both ways, not much component breaking, but it looks like teams are looking for that one slight crack to put shots out there. Looks like Mauler 8 has found their opportunity, putting lumber shots down range, popping the Reborn's balloon. Mauler 8, meanwhile, holding up to that Hades fire. Artemi going out onto the Mauler 8, and there goes some guns. That could be devastating now. Sniping Squid may be forced up as the hull break is imminent. Are they going to pick it up? No, going through the between the hull and the balloon. Good piloting right there by the Mauler 8, delaying the hull break. Those minor little things can mean the difference. Getting your engineers into position to take care of an about to break hull. Granted, it didn't mean much on the perma-hull at first glance, but if you can get those engineers in position, you can prevent a lot of perma-hull damage like that. Ooh, look at this. We have exciting things about to happen right here. Sniping Squid looking to engage.
Ooh, poor positioning from the Helios here, backing himself below his ally. So it's annoying of mobilizer when you go below, like below each other in case their balloon drops. Although hull break on the Mauler.
Oh. Sniping Squid may be forced into this action here. Are they going to go in, or are they going to let Mauler 8 die here? Looks like they're content to let Mauler 8 die. No, now they're going. This is a bad decision by the Sniping Squid. This is not the time to be moving in. Mauler 8 is down. I don't know what he's thinking here. It looks like he's actually decided, oh, wait a minute, allies down, let's get out of here.
Ooh, very good piloting there. Does manage to sneak away there.
Yes, he does.
The two mobilizers know where he is now. If they, oh no, he's safe. He's behind cover.
Yeah, he's safe, but the mobilers are just looking to push him back right now. They want to know he's pushed back, not just assume he's pushed back, which is probably for the best.
Mauler is spotted. Oh, that is an awful spawn. Spawns right into the arcs of the two mobilers.
That means that don't be surprised if the Sniping Squid comes back into play here very quickly. Maybe that may have been intentional. I don't know, but that's going to be a bad decision by the Mauler 8. They may go down before the Sniping Squid comes back into play. In fact, they probably will. No, they get the armor back up just in time. The Sniping Squid back into play, but they are down again. Wow, that's very unfortunate for the Sniping Squid as they are hull broken here. Oh, a ram on the Reborn, but that's a balloon ram. Oh, hull ram on the environment. Not good for the Sniping Squid. They're down to about 20% perma. Helios' balloon broken, so they are out of this engagement. Sniping Squid trying to escape. Oh, Goomba attempt. No, missing the Goomba attempt. They do pick up the armor and a perfectly timed Artemis at the tip top of the range. 3-0 red, picking it up. Artemi, of course, do not have good range upwards. And getting it right at the tip top of the range is a good job right there. They timed it perfectly.
So this is a very, very different match that we're seeing with compared to the last match. So Clan doesn't really seem to be able to connect with their clan too much here. Maybe a bit of miscommunication, maybe some timings. Who can say?
Alright, Sniping Squid. Oh, Sniping Squid's got a good approach here. He's got a good approach. He's going to get the back of the Reborn. He's going to get it. In fact, he does get the back of the Reborn. Reborn backs up, realizing the Sniping Squid has got their flank. Only gets a side flank on him, though. Good job by the Reborn, recognizing the Sniping Squid coming into play. Mauler 8 trying to get some shots in on the Helios, but they are having a tough go of it right now, still completely disabled. Got to question right now the choice of the Galleon. Now that the Mobulas have absolutely shut them out. Hades going out on the Sniping Squid, picking up about 30, 40, 50% perma right there. These Mobulas are absolutely tearing into Clan.
Yeah, it used to be the trademark of Skyborn, double Mobula.
Finally a hull break on red. However, it's not going to be a whole lot as the Squid goes down 4-0. This should be academic here, folks. Helios finally takes some perma-hull damage, about 25%. It's not going to matter, though. Mauler's all alone.
Yeah, this should be a quick wipeout here. Two Mobulas with two Hades on them.
This should be a very clear 5-0 right here.
Although they do manage to pop both their balloons and manage to stay above their Hades Artemis arc.
Yeah, but they do actually get the Hades hull break on the Mauler. No follow-up, though, because of those balloon breaks, so not so academic then. Mauler with the clutch balloon breaks, saving themselves, bringing the Sniping Squid back into play here. This is a must approach right now for the Sniping Squid. They have to do it. Reborn hydroing into the equation here. No, I'm sorry, not a hydro. That was a stamina burn. Helios hull broken. Sniping Squid may actually be able to do something here. They got the hull break on the Helios. They do pick up a kill. Clan will not be shut out in this match. 4-1 in favor of Red. Red with first blood. Mauler looking to ram here. They do ram the Reborn. They've got him up against Environment. They've got him up almost against Environment. Are they going for the ram kill? They're going for the sandwich. A galleon sandwich attempt here. No, they're not going to get the sandwich. Do they get the ram kill?
Oh, beautiful.
They do get the ram kill right there. A galleon ram kill. 4-2, at least if they're going to go down, they're going to go down in style right there. Losing 50% of their perma, but picking up style points for sure is Nietzsche's mustache. And and Dementio mentioning that was a very nice ram right there by the galleon.
It was indeed. You don't see galleon rams that much, unfortunately, in the community. They can be quite efficient rams if you can lock someone in a certain position.
Oh my goodness, yes. I'll tell you where they're really effective is on 3v3 Desert Scrap. Because they have to go in.
Yeah, if you just go full moonshine, you just ram someone in the wall.
Or you could just go straight flare back up the truck into them, no watches needed. That's always fun. Of course, well, Sniping Squid hull broken here. Sniping Squid hull broken. They're going for a sandwich here. No, they're not going to get the sandwich, especially with that hull break. Reborn gets hull broken, but yeah, they don't lose much perma. Sniping Squid down to about 20% here. Not in good shape.
Again, the Mauler way too late with the support part its ally needed. Only now getting into decent position to strike at the Helios.
They do pick up the hull break. It's going to be too little too late, though. I think the Sniping Squid is good as dead here. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
5-2 in favor of Reborn. However, Clan definitely making it intriguing late in the match. At least putting some style points on the board as they'll be moving to the road to redemption. Meanwhile, Reborn moving on to the winner's final.
Now, I need quick confirmation on the other stream. I haven't really received anything from them.
All right. And we are about to go to our next matchup here. Of course, our next matchup...
Clan versus... That might have actually been the match that...
We should be match 5.
Yeah, but that's the match from the people that resigned.
Oh, yes. This is true. So we need to check to see if they put a sub in there, and I believe DeRebel was offering to sub for them. So let's maybe, unless the team left, did the team leave? Like, did all their representatives bounce? Because if they did, we could just go ahead and wait for the winner's final at this point.
I have not really much conversation. I don't know that's right now on whether it's me, the East Caledonians are fighting the Team Predators, which means the Fancy Cloud Dancers won. Although I don't know the score of this at this particular moment.
I'm sure we'll get an update on that very shortly. So, of course, Skyborn will be red in our... actually, let's see. What do we have for match number 4? That is a good question. So, here's what I'm thinking at this point, because Skyborn will have the winner's final here. Of course, Water's going to be taking care of that TPR versus the losers of the Fancy Cloud Dancers versus East Sheldon Trading Company. You said Fancy Cloud Dancers won, was that correct?
Well, they have to, otherwise they wouldn't be in the loser bracket at this point.
No, I'm just saying they did win, right? The Fancy Cloud Dancers.
The Fancy Cloud Dancers won, but I have no idea about the score.
Okay,
so
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
have to,
yeah. There we go,
put in
5-1.
a 1 or something right now.
5-1. Oh, you put that in. Okay.
Yeah, a temperate number. So first we have to go to Clan versus the Puddle and Rhino shipping to see if they're actually there. Just quickly contact them.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if they are, and if they're not, we can just move right on to the winners finals.
Exactly. The first captain is offline. Second player is offline as well.
Okay, so that's a full forfeit then.
Well, we can assume so. If they're not online on this point, we can assume that they don't have the ship nor the crew, which means Clan won that match. And we will update, then we'll go to the winner brackets final.
Sounds good to me. Our winners bracket final matchup. Of course, our winners bracket final will be Skyborn in red.
They'll be fighting it out on Northern Fjords.
Ooh, Northern Fjords. I like that map too. So Puddle Nipper is confirming, yeah, they had to forfeit completely. So he is confirming that. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and forfeit that. That means that Clan gets a bye into the next matchup. We'll take the winners final. That means that on the bottom bracket, Waters Me will have Team Predators versus East Trading Company, and we will take Skyborn versus Fancy Cloud Dancers next in the winners final.
Wait, let me actually inform Waters, because he, the way it looks right now. No, wait, I never updated the thing on this side. One moment. No, never mind. I had the old bracket still up there. The matches were in the order up there. The lobby is up, by the way.
Outstanding.
A bit of chaos today, since I had to do a lot of the organization on last hand second.
Chaos, you say? No, kidding. Let's see. Yeah, believe me, I understand exactly how that works. That was me last night. I understand. On my list of an infinite amount of friends. That moment where you're having to scroll through multiple pages just to find the one person you're looking for.
Well, I should be on the top, but...
Except you're not on top. That's the problem. And then I found you and it's like, no, you're a few down. I have many friends, many friends. Some of them who probably are like, "Oh God, that guy again." Ooh, Luharis is actually in SCS here today. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and bring the lobby back up. There we are.
Now, it is going to be the big challenge. See if teams are noticing the new change to the lobby and how it's formed up. It's going to be interesting to see if they figure this out themselves.
Apparently, I'm being propositioned for clan invites in the middle of SCS. Don't they know that I'm in the middle of SCS right now? Oh. I'll have to get back to him later. Sly Soaring Cobra, if you're listening, I will get back to you after SCS. Promise, man. I'll get back to you soon.
Okay, looks like the teams actually figured themselves out how they had to be positioned within the air.
All right, we were waiting on one more person from the Fancy Cloud Dancers. Of course, the timer can start because all pilots are here.
Well, its timer has to start according to the rules whenever the referee feels that both teams had a significant amount of, or enough time to get their players informed that the match is starting,
Mm-hmm.
whether they are here or not.
Is
Or
not
if they're
relevant.
online. Yes, if they're here or not, that's not relevant. Basically, if you give them 2 minutes or something to get into the lobby, that's enough time for them. After that, you'll have to start the lobby timer, or you're going to have a very, very long evening if all the teams are going to delay in these kind of ways.
Exactly. And
Of
we
course, there is a special rule where you have to bring in a person later on. You have to announce his loadout
Mhm.
to the referee. So you can't come in later on where someone say, "Oh, we might need this more after you've played the match a little bit." That's
Yeah, and
strictly not allowed.
you have to have the same loadout as what exited the match too.
Exactly.
So yeah, you
Um,
can't be pulling that switcheroo. That's an easy way to game the rules, an easy way to do that. So yeah, we don't want
Actually,
that.
if it's spotted, it costs you your own pass. If the referee is kind to you, if you're being spotted at doing it, the referee may also be a huge asshole and say that your team lost the match immediately, depending on how often these kind of situations happen. I know Luisi in the past has warned teams for it. Same thing counts though if you're watching the stream while you're playing. Even if you have it on the background or something, if it's going to be noticed, uh, you get a big warning for it. Because me as your host at this point, I don't want the whole accusation of, oh, but he was watching on the stream, blah blah blah. I have something. No, you're not supposed to be off it. Even if you had it in the background, I don't want the whole accusation. So you have to be strict in it.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. We just want to make sure we have an up and up tournament. You guys know the drill, and we love having you here. We love having you guys here on the live stream. We love having you guys watch. Just let's make sure that there's no even hint of it. That's the main thing. Let's just make sure that, and of course, there's always a chance if there's something that you guys want to communicate to us and whatnot, that's perfectly fine. If you're like, hey, this is not how you pronounce our ship name and whatnot, fine, cool. I'm more than happy to listen to that. You know, drop me a line. You know, a couple teams have actually done that for me and said, hey, by the way, that's not how you pronounce our ship name. It's this. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I'm more than happy to hear that feedback. But just make sure to do it at the appropriate time. It's not during the tournament when your team is actually in the match. That's probably not the best, because then if you send me that, I'll know you're watching the stream. That's
And
not a
it's
good
not
thing.
even like if you're not really using the information on the stream, just accusations from other teams can put referees in really tight positions and might force them to make decisions that are going to make a lot of people mad. And of course, that's not what we want, because we want a respectful and friendly tournament every week, and like that we can keep it up and running.
That we do. We have 1 minute left on that timer here for the lobby. As looks like we're going to have a lot of mobulas and one galleon. So, yeah, of course, Skyborn going once again with their trademark mobulas. And Fancy Cloud Dancers rolling with a Mobula. Dementio is going to be piloting, and Spudnik with the galleon.
Oh, that galleon name! Oh my god, that's bad.
I'm just going to leave that one alone for right now. As yeah, let's just leave that one alone. It's okay.
And I thought I saw some really fucked up names in this game, but
I'm going to pronounce it once, and then thenceforth they are known as the galleon. Ready up, folks. That alarm right there basically says it's time to stop and get this
time
match
to get
moving.
off your asses and give us a show.
Yeah, let's go. Next match is on Northern Fjords. Northern Fjords, of course, is a very icy map. Lots of different combinations to work with on this map. Short range, long range, anything is perfectly viable on this map. And we have an update from Water to Me on the bottom stream. Team Predators winning 5-0 clean sweep over the Sheldon Trading Company. So let's go ahead and get to the ship callouts here. Ship number 1 is the Helios, piloted by Dark Knight. What we have here is a Hades Mobula with double Artemis bottom and Gat Flare on the wings. Ship number 2 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Hades Mobula with double Artemis bottom and Gat Flak on the wings. Ship number 3 is the Fancy, piloted by Dementio. It is a Hades Mobula with Artemis and a Flamethrower on the bottom, with a Gatling and an Artemis on the wings. Ship number 4 is a Democide, piloted by Spudnik. It is short side, a Hwacha and a Carronade, long side, Lumber and a Minotaur with a Hades and a Flare. Henceforth, they will be known as the Galleon. Yes, a Minotaur. And yes, that is a flamethrower on ship number 3, the Fancy. That is a flamethrower on the bottom deck.
On the bottom deck?
Yes, on the bottom deck. That is a flamethrower. Look at that on the hull side. A flamethrower with a Artemis on the left wing. That's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Could they be going with a shorter range, maybe in your face type of mobula here, opting for maybe getting close? However, they're going to have a hell of a time getting that flamethrower in range if they get in close. I think if I'm Reborn, if I'm Helios, I'm happy to stay long range and
well,
wear this matchup.
Ones, they can do it from this distance without any issues.
Yeah, and of course, if they even so much as put any damage on that hull of the Fancy, that's going to force one Artemis gunner off for even longer. That's the Artemis side, so a bit of a risk here by Fancy. They need to get things in a little bit close with that flamethrower if that's what they're going to do. Meanwhile, Reborn and Helios, of course, Skyborn basically saying, you know what, standard tactics, ground and pound the Galleon here. And
although those lumberjacks are coming out very well, also, now when we think about it, with the recent update, the Mobula flamethrower lower could actually be possible since the top guns are turned a bit more inside, if I'm correct. I don't know the exact degrees which they did it on.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's
more reliable.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not the case. The problem is, getting close to Reborn, they dare you.
Of course.
That is always the trick. Of course, last match we saw a Squid try to do that with a Galleon. It didn't work out too well. Mobula might have an even more difficult time getting in on the flank, or even in close of the Reborn and Helios, but they are closing distance very, very slowly. Nope, they've decided, nope, now it's time to back up a bit.
Well, that's the thing is that the Mobula is how you have to maneuver. You have to go forward a little bit and then up or down, meanwhile, and then you have to pull backwards a little bit and then either up or down first on what you did at the start to keep confusing enemy gunners that they have to constantly change their arcs where they're firing. Can be a hell of a nut to crack if a Mobula is constantly making a little bit of that wheel movement. You can dodge quite a lot of fire if it's executed properly.
Indeed. However, of course, the unhydroed and unshoot vented, I mean, sorry, not shoot vent, yeah, it is shoot vent. The unhydroed and unshoot vented rise and fall of the Mobula has been nerfed a bit.
I don't even mean with hydro and shoot vent.
Yeah.
I just mean you can just go up and down with
that
stuff.
What I'm saying though is the acceleration has been nerfed, so you can't really jerk the Mobula up and down like you used to. You can still do those subtle movements and really throw off the aim of the enemy gunners, of course. But it's not like it used to be, is what I'm saying. As the Reborn has repositioned, they're going to take a slightly different angle to the Fancy, and they're doing some good work right there. That Hades doing some work. Right there on the Fancy, in fact, picking up the Fancy's Hades with the Artemis. And they have definitely forced the Fancy's Artemis gunner off of that Artemis. In fact, he is downstairs on that hull. It looks like he is parked on that hull right now, so that means the Fancy's going to have one less member of their team shooting, one less member of their ship shooting, and one more person repairing. That's advantage Skyborn. So far, a lot of jockeying for position, not a lot of killing, but that's okay. That is okay because that's what Skyborn's looking for. Skyborn's
as long
looking
as you don't have a coin flip.
I'm going to flip you.
As long as I didn't just jinx it.
Heads, I flip him. Tails, I flip him twice. Either way, I win. That's a coin flip I can get behind. 2-2, call it in the air.
Although I get the feeling that both these teams are not going to wait for a coin flip to go around.
Oh yes, Fancy finally getting much closer to the arc, the range they were looking for.
Although they are very, very low. If they go in combat right now, those Artemis rockets will not be able to connect.
If they can push in with this cloud cover, if that Galleon can get in much quicker, if they can get in, they might have something to work with.
Reborn going in slightly as well. So far, they have not been spotted. Oh, Slot going out on the Fancy. Reborn is bearing down on him.
Yes,
yeah,
they are.
To get the heck out of there.
Yeah, Fancy's gonna burn out of there. They're burning some Hydro out. Looks like they're gonna take the engagement right now. Not a bad idea by Fancy. They just couldn't execute it because the Galleon was a bit slow getting into position. Not a bad idea, though.
Awfully low, of course. It would make it really easy for the Reborn just to bear down on them and...
Yeah, but low was good. Low is something that you don't expect in that situation. So going low with that cloud cover was the right call, especially with the Hydro in play. The problem again was the Galleon was too slow to get into cover, and they saw it coming. If they had executed that faster, maybe they pull it off and get that flamethrower into play. Of course, let's take a quick look at the Reborn, as they do have Chem Sprays in play, as does the Helios. So that flamethrower may not be as effective, but they will at least keep engineers on chem cycles, which may be what they're looking for. Keeping those engineers on chem cycles to prevent repairs from everything else might be what they're looking for to get the Democide doing their thing. And then from there, just kind of grind out a close-range kill. Maybe that's what they're looking for here. Don't know just yet. We have 13 minutes left in the match. No perma-hull breaks on either side. Both teams looking for that one opportunity. I would not be surprised if this is one of those matches that ends 2-0.
Or even 1-0. This could go either way.
Reborn getting pushed. Reborn getting pushed back.
Ooh, excellent fire going out there. Those Minotaurs really managed to connect. Really interesting to watch.
Just to confirm with your timer, you've got 12:30 right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure mine's right. Alright, so yeah, Helios is going to put some shots out on the Fancy. It looks like they're going to have that split range fire here. Helios on one side, Reborn on the other. Meanwhile, the Fancy and the Democide are grouped up together as the Helios is almost hull broken. Not quite, but they could be. This could be the first hull break of the match right here. Shots going in the balloon. A balloon break would be devastating. No, they do get the hull break, but no perma-hull just yet. No, they do pick up a slight bit of perma-hull. That's maybe 2 or 3% perma-hull right there. Maybe 2%. Good job by the pilot avoiding most of that fire right there. They lost most of the balloon.
Reborn is completely on himself now. Wide out in the open, only cloud cover there, which doesn't prevent it from being taken.
Yeah, but good job by the Reborn going sideways right there, minimizing its profile and using the cloud cover to its advantage. Job well done. Now the Galleon knows they're going side to side. Yeah, now they know they're running, so now they know it's going to be a tough shot no matter what. They're probably not going to catch the Reborn from here. That's a tough shot even with Lesmok Hades.
Shot there.
Good shots though. It's a tough shot. I mean, you got to be a good shot with the Hades to hit a Mobula, even at mid range. But at this range, I mean, let's take a look. That's at over 1,000 meters.
You have to be able to connect with the hull armor instead of the balloon, which is a pain in the ass of the Mobula. You have to hit it slightly on the top, especially at this kind of distance. That is no easy task with the Hades. Meanwhile, the Galleon pushes wide into the open, supported by the Fancy. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to pick. Meanwhile, heavy fire going out on the Galleon. The balloon is on heavy fire down there.
And Democide's getting lit up right now. Hades fire going into it. Democide may be hull broken any second right now. They're definitely about to be balloon broken with 10 stacks on that balloon. There goes the balloon. Democide may actually be in trouble here. There's the hull break. Perma-hull damage going into the Democide. That's about 30-40%. They're down to stage 2. And they do get that hull back up, but man, they're hurting right now. Good job by Skyborn putting some perma damage on the Democide. They really need to reposition or get the fight moving here. Fancy appears to be backing up now. 10 minutes left in the match. Half the match has gone by. I would not be surprised if we see overtime, of course. In fact, I would almost guarantee overtime at this point. The question is, will we have kills on the board before then?
Oh, I see on the stream here that we are getting overexcited by 3% perma. Hold on. Yes, in these kind of matches, 3% can be the
Well,
the
it's a
difference
little
between
more
life
than
and death.
little more than 3% right now. As Democide's down to about 60%. Helios is about to get hull broken as well. Again, I'm thinking this is one of those matches where it's going to be a 2-0. The first blood is actually going to decide the match, in my opinion. So yes, that little bit of permahull damage is going to get us excited. As the Reborn is eating some Hades fire here. They're low balloon, low armor. Now the action is starting to pick up as both teams in the ranges that they want. It's just a matter of who's executing their shots right now. So far, Blue is executing their shots. Red has pushed back into a very predictable spot. Let's take a look at the map. They're getting pushed into a corner. Blue might actually have an advantage here if they can get one more good push. Democide getting lit up. However, if they can get this good push in, Blue may have the advantage going forward.
Although Blue is wide out in the open with no cover at all, Red has some cover with that pillar which they can take.
Not much cover though. In fact, let's look at the Fancy.
By the, no wait, actually they are still inside there.
Blue pushing up. It looks like this is where they're going to make their stand right here. Blue is going to push up. Fancy's getting into position. Democide is tanking it. Helios is balloon broken. Looks like Fancy has decided they're going to get into range right now, trying to take out guns of pretty much anything they can on the Helios. Reborn's just taking pot shots right now on the Galleon. However, they're missing a lot of shots. No, now they're connecting with the hull, but they missed half that clip, did the Reborn. Not a good volley. Fancy moving in on the Reborn.
Yeah, this is really where combat starts. There's no turning back at this point.
Hold that thought, as Reborn might still have hard cover available to them. Fancy's backing up. They realize the hard cover's there. They do pick up perma on the Reborn, though, before they get hard cover, as the Helios looking to push the Fancy back out. And Fancy gets hull broken as well. Helios they're attempting to balloon break the Helios. No perma hull in the Fancy. A good job, actually maybe a sliver. So a good job by the Galleon guarding their Mobula here. A very, very intriguing position for Blue. If they can't push up, they're not going to be able to do anything. They're at a disadvantage. But if they can push up the Fancy, they have advantage.
Hull break on the Reborn?
Yeah, a hull break on the Democide as well. This could be whoever decides to get aggressive here could decide who wins. Basically, if Blue gets aggressive, they could take something here. If they do not, I give advantage to Skyborn. Democide down to 40%. Fancy may be forced into this. Helios hull broken. They're getting the shots they want. He's down to 40%. They're getting the shots they want. Helios gets that armor back up. Oh goodness, it's anybody's ball game right now, folks. Fancy's still in a great position, but Democide's low. Helios is low. Reborn at 60. Fancy almost hull broken. Fancy's hull broken. They're going to start losing perma. They're almost balloon broken as well. This could be devastating for the Fancy. They're down to 40%. Armor going back up. However, that balloon is still down. Hades raining down on the Fancy. This is a very, very bad position for the Fancy right now as they're down to 50%. Everybody is down to at least 60% or lower. Helios, hull broken and balloon broken. They are forced out right now. They're down to 20%. Hades raining down. Hades connecting, but they get the armor back up in time. Reborn forced up to try to push back. Reborn, balloon broken for their efforts, but do not suffer a hull break just yet. Will they get hard cover? Not just yet. They do have hard cover from the Fancy, not from the Democide. Democide's pushing up. How much time do we have left in the match? We have action going on right now. It's anybody's guess as to how this is going to go. We have 6 minutes left in the match. Democide hull broken. Democide hull broken. This could be the kill right here. This could be the kill. And
they clutched it.
Oh, they clutched the hull. They clutched the hull. Good job by the Democide engineers. However, they smell blood. Does Skyborn? As Fancy forced up into the action. They don't have a choice here. They're trying to pick up the Helios before they pick up the Democide. First blood is going to be crucial here. 5.5 to go here, folks. 5.5 to go. Hard cover in play. Democide trying to rely on their armor right now to tank it. Good shots from the Lumberjack going into the balloon of the Reborn. Reborn backing up. Helios should likely be the target here. Reborn almost hull broken. Meanwhile, the Helios down to about 20% balloon. That's one stack on the balloon. Yes, they are going after the Helios here. Helios almost hull broken. That is a mallet that went on the Helios. This is the chance to go in if you're Fancy. They're switching now. Reborn taking the Vanguard position. Fancy eating some shots to the balloon.
Hull break, balloon break on the Helios again.
Balloon break on the Helios. Democide smelling blood. They're trying to pick up the Helios hull break. No, they do not. The clutch mallet on the Helios. Meanwhile, Reborn trying to put shots on the Fancy as we have under 5 minutes to go, folks. I said before, first blood is going to be crucial. Hull break on the Reborn. Democide literally hanging on with dental floss here, but full armor. They're doing okay right now. Helios hanging on with just a little bit more than dental floss. Hold that thought. They're getting lit up right now. That's a balloon break, a hull break. This could be it, folks. And just missing. Oh my goodness, that was razor thin. Oh my goodness. Reborn going up to the Vanguard position. They're getting lit up now. Skyborn hanging on by a thread. This is a role reversal here. Hull break on the Reborn. Shots going in. Reborn almost balloon broken. Hull broken. They're down to about 20% perma. We got 4 minutes left in the match. Let me double check the timer here. We're down to under 4 minutes here. Oh my goodness, this is the most exciting 0-0 match I've been a part of in a while. Hype train.
I just want to point out the really excellent play from the Skirmish. Constantly as one of them is taking damage, the other one pushes forward, taking damage from the other, so they're constantly swapping forward and backwards into who's taking the damage.
Yes, and the Rebel says every engineer deserves an applause. I agree 100%. I think every pilot deserves an applause as well. I think everybody deserves an applause. This is an excellently played match. Now, there are matches in which you have terrible 0-0s and you have good 0-0. Oh, Democide's caught. Democide is caught. This could be it right here. He is caught out in the open. Armor low. Clutch mallet. Oh, they're going to go down. Oh, they go down. There they go. 1-0. There's first blood for Skyborn. Fancy forced into this engagement. They do not have a choice. They need to pick up a kill right now. They may pick it up on the Helios. First kill goes to Red. Checking the timer right now, folks. The timer is at 2:45. Fancy has to stay in this engagement. They are not going to escape. They need to pick up a kill. This is a must-win 1v2 for Fancy. If they die, you can call it a day, folks. That first blood will end it if they die. They cannot escape, not against two Mobulas with Hades. They're trying to pick up a hull break on the Reborn. They need a cheap kill in a hurry. Democide back in play. Hull break on the Fancy. Oh, this could be it, folks. This could be the match. Remember when I said first blood could decide it? That should be the match right there, folks. 2-0 in favor of Skyborn. It should go into overtime, and they have no chance at this point to call it a comeback unless the Galleon picks up a quick, cheap kill before overtime.
Well, they have to pick up 2 kills, and then the overtime will still have to come and
pick up a third. Yeah, so it's. I would say chances to win Skyborn 99.9% at this point. 1:45 left, folks. I would dare say this is this is pretty much a GG. As DeRebel says, dental floss doesn't do shit anymore, though. That unfortunately is so. The dental floss did not hold up. Very well done, though, I must say, by both teams. That was a very executed game plan by both teams. The main difference here, of course, is that Skyborn's patience allowed them to get the mistake that they were waiting for by the Galleon. And it wasn't even a big mistake. It was a very minor mistake. The one flaw in the game plan, of course, being for Blue, was that they were going to have to be out in the open and that Red would dictate the action. And Reborn's been hull broken. Oh, wait a minute. We might actually have that 0.01% chance here. Reborn taking shots. Oh, no, they go into the balloon. Bad luck right there. Now they're putting them into the hull. Remember that 0.01% I was mentioning before? Oh, wait a minute. We could have a sweep. We could have a sweep. Here's the problem with the sweep. They need an active engagement going into overtime. Reborn pushing in on the Fancy. They're going close range here. Fancy hull broken. Reborn goes down before. Reborn's down 2-1. Helios, they do not want to kill the Helios here. They do not want to kill the Helios. That's very important. They need the overtime. They want the overtime to happen. They want an active engagement with overtime. I got 15 seconds left, folks. If Skyborn could literally play the timer here, not spawn and win it if they wanted to. Helios could literally suicide and call it a day. I think that's what they're going to do. 2-2. Yes, indeed. I've got 2, 1. I've got time. I'm assuming you have time as well. That's time 0. That's
Yep.
it, folks. Skyborn wins on timer. Wow, what a match.
Very, very exciting. The second great match we've been seeing here. This has certainly been a very, very interesting SES so far, and the day is not even over yet, folks. We could have even more interesting matches.
Skyborn literally took the one weakness in Blue's plan, waited for the one minor mistake in positioning, got what they wanted, and executed. That was the difference in the match. Literally that close. It could have gone either way. Literally. Great job by both sides. I would not be surprised. Hang on.
Let me quickly get confirmation on the other stream. Let me actually look and see how far Waters is at this point. Since we took almost 20 minutes with that match, he might have been through it, but...
Okay, before you do that, Dementio has a question for you. Alright, so yeah, that's actually an interesting, that's an interesting question for those sorts of matches. That's one of those things that should only come into play when you have a tie. It's worth considering, at least.
Yeah, there are no real rules about this when you are allowed. Like, bosses you're allowed to call when a combat isn't on. Yeah, so when you aren't in combat, you can have calling a pause. But at this, let me actually answer them in the.
I guess that's a discussion that we would have to have during the week. So I guess that's a conversation we'll have to have later.
I would say either allow enemies to spawn during overtime where they want to spawn, because they could have spawned really far away. Because in the pause we cannot do farther.
Anyway. Like, there was no combat going on anymore, so... Yes, yes, but if they would have spawned on the other side, that would have meant there wasn't any combat going on. Overtime wouldn't have applied anyway. So you still have to surrender. It's a very interesting point, though. There's no clear rule about this in the rules. Honestly, these kind of overtime rules, they apply almost never. Yeah, and I'm not really sure what to make up of this. Yeah. Well, that's because we all love you, Lysanya.
Can I make a request?
Of course.
That when overtime would have activated if both ships are alive, but both of them are currently respawning, that you still activate overtime?
You know what? I'll set up a discussion this week on the forums asking that exact same question. And we'll let the community decide, see what the other people think. Honestly, I think I haven't hosted SCS long enough to make a change in the rule like that. So I'll have to get advice from others to see what we can do on this. But it's a very interesting point, and I'll definitely take it in consideration. But we have to set up the other matches, so... well, some of these seasons last 30 seconds. Yeah. What's the chance of it happening, I would say. But we have to move on. We still have some matches to go on. I'll definitely put it up on the forum later on, and then we'll see what the outcomes will be. Don't even mention it.
Can I request a coin flip to happen right now? Because I think we just...
I can flip a coin, but... yeah, of course, let's say, let's not really go over this rule at this point. Like I said, I'll put up a thing on the forum this week where there shouldn't be allowed. Personally, I think calling a pause on the last 10 seconds just to force your enemy to spawn so you can create an overtime. Honestly, I would say you had to kill him faster, but yeah, it's one of those things. Like there's nothing in the rules for this. But I'm not going to go in discussion at the moment. I'll happily go in discussion after SES, but we have to keep going. So I'll have to set the next lobby. Okay, that's one discussion I don't want to get into again.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, this is probably a discussion we should have later today. Yeah, but yeah.
So we have to wait until the other match actually finish. Team Predators versus Clan has been going on right now with a score from 4-0 for the Team Predators. Meanwhile, I'll be getting a drink. I'll be back within a minute.
Just a bit of a philosophical discussion going on, but you know, again, we all have to abide by what's in the rules, and what's in the rules. Yeah, and Dementio is correct. According to the rules, they could have called a pause right there to force a respawn. It could have happened. That is a thing. But yes, a good match all around, and we should actually engage in that conversation a bit later. But in the meantime, we are waiting for our next matchup to end as Skyborn moves on to the grand finals by a score of 2-2, winning on First Blood. We've got Fancy Cloud Dancers moving on to the next, to our next match. They're in the Road to Redemption finals. And with Sir Stefan stepping up for a moment, just want to thank everybody for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here on twitch.tv/thatLysanya Thank you so much for tuning in to Sunday Community Skirmish number 129. Yes, we are in triple digits. Triple digits, a long time. This has been going on for quite a while. And we are so glad to have you here. And big thanks to everybody watching both on the replay and the live stream. We've got a good crowd here today, folks. And for those of you who are waiting for the next bit of action here, the next action will commence as soon as the other live streams match finishes. Right now, that is an active engagement between Team Predators and Clan, a rematch of our very first matchup, in which Clan won 5-3. If anybody can keep me up to date on that matchup.
I have mentioned the match ended, but I have no clue who won it, actually.
Oh.
Probably Team Predators, though, since they had a 4-0 advantage.
We've seen 5-0 comebacks before in SCS. We've definitely seen near comebacks happen before. Yeah, we need a score update from Water. That would be most appreciated.
Yeah, 5-0 for the Predators.
Wow! So, Team Predators moving on, avenging their loss in the first round. They have completed the Road to Redemption, going on to face Fancy Cloud Dancers in the Road to Redemption finals.
They will be fighting it out on Duel at Dawn. Very interesting map, small one as well.
Smallest in the game. 1500 by 1500.
Lobby's up.
All right, I'll be right in there.
So that's Cloud Dancers Dimension.
All right, there we go. Get that right on up there. Plot twist, I'm piloting. No, I'm not. Plot twist, I'm a sub. That would be a hell of a plot twist, but no. That would be like, we interrupt this regularly scheduled SCS broadcast to bring you broadcasting SCS while participating in SCS. That would be interesting, but probably not the best idea. Especially me, I am not a good pilot.
I can pilot quite decently from time to time.
Alright, so we're waiting on teams to show up here. And of course, big thanks to Water It's Me for taking care of the bottom bracket for us here today. Job well done. And of course, I know Water is taking time out of his much needed week off. He's been working very hard, covering for me as well at times. So really do appreciate him helping out with SCS here today. And from here on, we've got the rest of the matches right here. So for those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge. For those of you who are just tuning in, who are joining us from the bottom bracket, you just saw a 5-0 revenge stomp from Team Predators over Eastshout Trading Company. And for those of you who've been with me the entire way, let's actually go ahead and recap the entire tournament up to this point. Excuse me. We had one team withdraw from the tournament. That would be Puddle and Rose Shipping. So basically, Eastshout Trading Company got a bye into the next round. Clan with a 5-3 win in the first round over Team Predators. Meanwhile, Skyborn with a 5-2 win over Clan, and Fancy Cloud Dancers with a 5-2 win over Eastshout Trading Company. And then finally, in our most recent match, Skyborn with a first blood win 2-2 over Fancy Cloud Dancers, which ended with a little bit of a philosophical discussion on how overtime should work, and we're going to be having a discussion on that during the week, so stay tuned for a thread on that. Meanwhile, on the road to redemption, Clan got a bye into the next round as Team Predators won 5-0 over Eastshout Trading Company, eliminating them from SCS number 129. Meanwhile, Team Predators with a 5-0 win over Clan, moving them to this matchup against Fancy Cloud Dancers. The winner of this matchup will face Skyborn in the grand finals. And of course, this next matchup will be on Duel at Dawn. Duel at Dawn is the smallest map in the game, 1500 by 1500. That means if you bring those close range ships, if you like ramming, if you like close range, if you like Goombas, you might like this matchup right here. Especially because Team Predators loves those close range ramming type maneuvers, especially well, let's see what they bring first. In fact, we got a goldfish and a Pyrrha. Oh, yes. We're gonna see it. Yeah, buddy.
No, I just looked at the Junker.
You click. Oh. Let me. Before I click it, I'm gonna take a guess and say there might be a certain gun involved on that. Could be. There could be a certain gun. Are we gonna have to burn your pants? You don't need them anymore.
Oh my god, I'm hyped up already.
I'm guessing a number between one. I'm guessing a number between 1 and 5, and I'm gonna go with 3. Nope, only 1. I lost the game.
Still 1.
1. It's better than none.
Wait. Mobula has 1 as well.
Oh, that's 2. They're multiplying. Mining intensifies. Sir Stefan intensifies. Good thing we're a mature stream. Shifty eyes.
Well, I saw this a while ago. I saw people actually bring 4 mine launchers and a mobile with a harpoon on the top, just throwing in mines and then just dragging them through the mines. It was literally the best thing I've ever watched in Guns of Icarus. Just that hopeless pilot just trying to go backwards while he slowly being dragged to his doom.
There you go. I've given you guys the easy quotable for the quote board right there.
Oh, we see more mines coming out.
Oh God! Just go ahead and burn the pants. It's fine. Just make sure to clean up after you're done.
I'll probably have to get my soundboard for this one.
Oh no! We got 3 mines. So hey, guess what? I'm right. I said 3 earlier. Now we've got 3, and nightmare fuel has apparently been poured all over this lobby.
For those that you don't know, I'm the only one that actually managed to break Lysanya once during a stream with an amazing soundboard of a person constantly shouting "mine, mine, 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 mine."
They broke me last night. They managed. I managed to get broken last night by a first-time co-caster. Yeah, I will just say I will have a highlight of that. You will understand. I'm actually going to be making the highlight after SCS here today. I also have to remember to get the highlight of the sandwiches from our very first matchup. Those have got to go on the highlight board.
I've remembered to give me a link by it. I want to watch it back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will get you links. I will have them uploaded to the YouTube channel as well. So links will be coming soon. I'll get uploads, everything going here. So stay tuned for that. Oh, okay, hype. Yes, it's a long story. Better told in video and audio format. I can't be a storyteller and do it justice. I'm not a Nord bard. I don't have that level of storytelling. Anyway, we have just over 30 seconds left, so that means that the lobby timer should be done. There's our 30-second mark, and oh god, that's not what I want. That is not the thing that I am looking for. Let's try that again. See, this is where the thing is supposed to cooperate with me. There we go. Much better. Cooperate with me, timer. I say 20. I didn't say 200. Thank you. A 2-hour match. That'd be... I'm awake. DeRebel says, I might get off my lazy butt and get working on a video for that. Considering I can just punch 4 buttons and make a video on that, I think I can beat you to it. Assuming, of course, that you don't do it right now. And here we go, folks. Here's the Road to Redemption Finals. I probably actually should update this. Alright, here we go, folks. This next matchup is Fancy Cloud Dangers versus Team Predators on Duel at Dawn. And our timer has started. I've updated the lobby here. Here we go, folks. Ship number 1 is the Fancy Guardian, piloted by Dementia. What we have here is a Mine Mobula with a Gat Artemis on bottom, and an Artemis and a Flare on the wings. Ship number 2 is a Gizmo Duck, piloted by Spudnik. We have an Artemis up front on the Junker. Right side is a Gatling Mortar. Left side is a Mine Launcher and an Artemis. Ship number 3 is the Greasy Dream, piloted by Mighty Keb. We have a Squid with a Gatling front, a Banshee side, and a Gatling back. And ship number 4 is the Nightmare Fuel, piloted by Gorosaurus. It is a Mine Mobula with a Gatling Artemis bottom, and that is an Artemis and a Flare Gun on the wings. So just to double check here, if we're looking for the total number of mine launchers, if you guessed 3 like me, you are correct. You win an 07. So I guess I just gave myself an 07. But I've never given myself an 07 before. This is awkward. Meanwhile, the Nightmare Fuel is engaging the Fancy Guardian as the Nightmare Fuel has been hull broken. Not enough Nightmare Fuel. Pour more gasoline on the fire as the Greasy Dream has the back of the Fancy Guardian, but the Gizmo Duck keeping watch over the back of the Fancy Guardian. A good job by the Gizmo Duck, keeping Greasy Dream pinned. I don't know.
Nightmare Fuel took some perma hull, lost most of its guns.
I don't know if I like this dive by the Gizmo Duck. They could be leaving the flank of the Fancy Guardian open here. They do pick up the hull break on the Greasy Dream, though, but that's going to leave them open to approach here. The Nightmare Fuel is about to get hull broken. They are hull broken. There they go. 1-0 in favor of Red. Red, of course, is the Fancy Cloud Dancers. That means they have first blood advantage. We will have no coin flips in this matchup, folks. Your hopes and dreams have been dashed, I know.
Dream of a coin flip.
No, I will flip you instead.
No,
Greasy Dream trying to get away.
I have to say, as SGS organizer, I hate the coin flip concepts, and I have been desperately trying to find an alternative, but...
Thank you, I have an ally!
There's simply no better solution than this, and honestly, if pilots do take like 23 minutes to finish each other off, well, then you have to serve the coin flip.
As the Greasy Dream has been hull broken, they did get picked up there. Oh, they do actually clip the environment there. They will lose about 40% of their perma. Not a good turn of events for the Greasy Dream. They do escape, but they do take some significant perma as the Nightmare Fuel has spawned in. Nightmare Fuel, ooh, an interesting position by the Nightmare Fuel, deciding to spawn out in the open. I do not know if this is going to work out in their favor. However, Greasy Dream is making best speed for the Fancy Guardian. If this is what they were looking for, a 1v1 on the Mobula, they certainly got it. But they have the front of the Mobula. That may not be good. They do have altitude. Greasy Dream needs to keep altitude, and they just lost that advantage.
Oh, here come the mines.
Oh, but they've pushed the Fancy Guardian back. They have done something here. They've pushed the Gizmo Duck into an extreme 1v1. If I'm Greasy Dream, I might consider going back for the Gizmo Duck. Oh, they get picked up!
That goes down.
Oh my goodness, I thought they were going to actually do a U-turn there, actually get out of there. All of a sudden, corner of my eye, explosions everywhere, 2-0. That happened out of nowhere, folks. Red with a commanding 2-0 lead. This will not be for the faint of heart now. A flare going into the balloon. It does catch the balloon. They did not kim the balloon. That's going to be a burnt-out balloon. A wonderful flare right there on the Nightmare Fuel. A poor job right there by the balloon side engineer. That's where flares can really come into play, folks. I know, believe me, I love a good flare gun. A good flare can turn a match, especially on a Mobula, if you forget to kim that balloon. And this could be a GG for the Nightmare Fuel. In fact, that armor's going down. Those engineers are trying to keep up. They're just not doing so. A good mine going out right there to box them in. They have nowhere to go. That should be a kill right there on the Nightmare Fuel. Any second that should happen. There goes the armor. There goes the perma. 3-0 Red. That flare really setting it up.
Meanwhile, the Crazy Dream has been moving around him, unspotted so far, although they might know where he is. He's moving into the red spawn, so a pincer might be happening, although I get the feeling that the red team actually know where he is since they are
I don't think
around.
so. I don't think they know just yet. I think they think that they're still sitting in spawn. Greasy Dream is moving around
yeah,
here.
they know it now. They fired the flare at him.
They
wasted their secretness. Okay, meanwhile,
no.
Fuel has spawned in.
No. I don't think that they're wasting it. I think that was intentional. I think they want to be spotted because they might be trying to get the Nightmare Fuel into position. That's not a bad idea. I think they wanted to be spotted. Yes, they are spotted right now. That's not... If that's what they're looking for, if they're trying to get the Nightmare Fuel into range, that's not the worst thing to have happen. Now, Nightmare Fuel
is moving completely around. If they had an opportunity here, they could have moved in behind, but...
Yeah, I don't know if I like... Oh, they've been caught. Yeah, they've been caught. The whole idea, throw it out the window. That's not happening now. So that flank has been... Oh, wait just a minute here. What's going on with the Nightmare Fuel? Having some issues there getting out of there. They burn out... no, Greasy Dream burning out one of their engines. Or did it get picked up? No, it got picked up by an Artemis. Squid trying to engage.
Deadly towards engines in this case, especially with a Squid. If you lose one engine, you'll start losing control of your ship.
Hull break on the Greasy Dream. Got it back up quickly, though.
Yeah, the thing is, these mines are flapping about everywhere, so it's going to be hard for the Squid to find a nice, sneaky approach way.
Meanwhile, the Nightmare Fuel is now the focus. Yes, looks like they're going to put some Lesmont Gatling, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, I believe that is Lesmont Gatling going out.
The Greasy Dream is moving in behind the Fancy Guardian.
Love it, love it.
Gizmo Duck has its back.
Oh, no, Gizmo Duck actually turns on him just at the right time. Greasy Dream forced back as they're approaching the Nightmare Fuel. Nightmare Fuel is in the most danger right now. Squid's going to have to make a stand at some point. Nightmare Fuel has nowhere to go. They have absolutely nowhere to go. They are pinned. Greasy Dream's going to have to make a play here to save their Mobula. Otherwise, you can just call it a day. You can just go ahead and call it 5-0 if they don't make a play. They've decided to make their stand right now. They're moving in on the Fancy Guardian. Here we go.
They moved in not well enough. They moved themselves in front of the Fancy Guardian, putting them right into their arcs.
I think that was intentional because of the Gizmo Duck watching the flank. They're trying to get the Gizmo Duck out of position. They have done just so. Now they're getting the flank of the Guardian. I like the move. Fancy Guardian in a lot of trouble right now. Squid getting exactly what they wanted here. Got the hull break, got the flank with no Gizmo Duck involvement. In fact, the Gizmo Duck has been peeled off by their own ally, and there they go. Greasy Dream making a play right there. Nightmare Fuel picks up the kill, but that was all set up by the Squid. 3-1, Blues on the board. Gizmo Duck now caught.
For a hull break though. Although it's not gonna matter since they are out of arc for the Gizmo Duck.
Yeah, but you want to pick up as much perma-hull as possible before you go down if you do end up going down, and they are in trouble right now. They are pincered completely. This is a bad spot for the Gizmo Duck. They're going to try to go underneath the Nightmare Fuel. And, they are going to get under! They're going to get under! Nightmare Fuel got caught on the environment! They got just under. A big mistake by the Nightmare Fuel. A critical mistake that may cost him a kill. Fancy Guardian back in play. Nightmare Fuel's caught now. 3-1, that should be 4-1 any second. They do pick it up 4-1. That could have been GG right there. Not the pincer, but the fact that they could not cut off the Gizmo Duck. Wow. A rare mistake by Gurus right there. Getting caught by environment.
Meanwhile, the Greasy Dream does manage to sneak away into cover. Should buy them a little bit of time, although this doesn't look too good for them. Blue is red is still with 2 factory new ships, while the Greasy Dream has suffered 40% perma-hull in this case.
Yeah, I'd say about 45%. They're at 55% roughly, not looking good. But if anyone is low perma, I mean, if you're going to make the comeback, if anyone has to be low perma, it's better that it's on the Squid than on the Mobula. Because the Squid at least can maneuver and juke and jive and whatnot.
Squid changes, the perma-hull is lower, so.
But you can also put 2 NGs on the hull as opposed to 1 on the Mobula. Compared to a Mobula, it's still better on the Squid.
Yeah, I get your points.
In maneuverability. That's more of my point right there. As looks like they've got the Greasy Dream has the front of the Fancy Guardian Gizmo Duck looking to push the Nightmare Fuel. We'll keep an eye on the Greasy Dream and the Fancy Guardian mostly here. As the Greasy Dream has been completely cut off here, Mine's doing their job here. Greasy Dream only really has one place to go, and that's either low or around. Actually, that's 2 places. As Greasy Dream thinking about how are we going to approach the Fancy Guardian.
Hull break on the Nightmare Fuel?
Yeah, but no follow-up right. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, that's bad. Let's actually keep an eye on the Gizmo Duck.
Mine!
Oh, a mine goes out, but yes, let's keep an eye on the Gizmo Duck and the Nightmare Fuel. Nightmare Fuel forced out of the engagement. Gizmo Duck pushing them completely out. Now Gizmo Duck turning back for their ally Greasy Dream is deciding to go around like this call, but they really don't have a way in. Fancy Guardian gets the hull break on the Greasy Dream. A great job defending. Fancy Guardian holding their position.
I told it the mines.
Yeah, Nightmare Fuel now is at a disadvantage because now mines are going to hurt Blue as opposed to help Red with a superior defensive position. Hull break on the Fancy Guardian.
Although he makes a good play here, dropping in above the ribs, blocking himself off for the Greasy Dream.
Yes, they do. Mine's going out. Oh, that's a good box in right there. Is it going to pay off? Oh, not quite. Not quite a box in. Though they do box him out of the engagement. So at least it's a defensive box going into play. Good job right there by the Fancy Guardian and the Gizmo Duck. Putting mines out in tandem to prevent the push of the Greasy Dream. That could have been devastating. Good play right now by both sides. As we have a bird's eye view of the action right now. Greasy Dream looking for that one moment to get in.
The mine.
Yeah, they do get picked up by the mine, but no real unrecoverable damage there. They can just back up, take care of that. Nightmare Fuel, though, is the one that needs to worry. Especially since Greasy Dream is getting pushed back by the Junker. That's the matchup that Red wants. They want the Greasy Dream as far away as possible from the Mobula. They want Mobula on Mobula action if possible. Greasy Dream trying to blow by the Gizmo Duck. They might actually have an angle to get on the Fancy Guardian. They do have an angle to get in. They could get between the box here. They're pushing in on the Fancy Guardian right now. Blue making a play. Greasy Dream making a move on the Fancy Guardian. There is a hole break and a bit of a ram right there. Do they pick it up? No, they do not pick it up just yet. But they make a great play right there on the perma hull of the Fancy Guardian. They're down to about 10% perma. Blue making their stand right now. However, they're caught in a 2v1. Greasy Dream needs to get out of there and let the Nightmare Fuel finish this off. Hole break on the Greasy Dream. They do get a little bit of a hard cover on the Gizmo Duck. Nightmare Fuel moving in. However, it looks like the Gizmo Duck turns on the Nightmare Fuel. It's going to be 1v1s once again. Fancy Guardian running out of real estate here. They need to be very careful. Greasy Dream looking to go under the Gizmo Duck. They're trying to get the advantage on the Fancy Guardian. However, they got caught. They got caught. They're down to about 10% perma themselves. One more hole break could do it on the Greasy Dream. They have to get out of here or have to make the big play right now. Nightmare Fuel trying to move in. No, the Junker picks it up. 5-1 in favor of Red. Fancy Cloud Dancers moving on to the Grand Finals. Meanwhile, Team Predators has been eliminated from SCS number 129. However, they provided us with a lot of fireworks in the process. Job well done by Team Predators.
I have to make a quick point. I love the costumes there on the Mobula. Very nicely done. Just had to point that out.
What a tournament so far.
Yeah, we have really seen a nice few matches.
That we have.
Really
even
nice.
Yeah, even though it was a 5-1, I feel like we've been treated a good play nonetheless. And Team Predators has not Team Predators. This was let's see, we had Fancy Cloud Dancers and yeah, Team Predators. So yeah, Team Predators has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. They provided us with great moments, especially in that first round matchup. My goodness, that was just a wonderful matchup. I would dare say it was I would say it provided us our most exciting moments, but so far, if I were to say if we had a match of the tournament so far, I have a feeling you would agree with me on this. Match of the tournament so far has to be what we're about to see once again.
Of course, it has to be. But...
Has to be. But definitely the most exciting matchup had to be that first round matchup Team Predators was involved in against Clan. 2 sandwiches and lots of ramming. Very exciting matchup. I will have replays out. I will have replays out at the conclusion of the tournament. I will get those out as soon as possible. But now let's go ahead and focus on our next matchup. We begin the Grand Finals very shortly, folks. Our Grand Finals will be between Skyborn and Fancy Cloud Dancers. By the way, that was 5-1, not 5-0 in our last matchup. Yeah.
Long day.
Good day, but a long day.
Exactly.
It's okay when it's a long day if it's a good day.
Well, let's say SGS made my day today. This is probably one of the better ones I've seen in a long while in terms of excitement and how close some of these matches truly are. It's really interesting to see also some new players or some old players coming back into the SCS. It's definitely one that could go down the books.
Definitely. I think we've been treated to a good one here today. And we're going to take a very, very short break here, folks. We will be right back with the Grand Finals matchup of SCS number 129. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
The lobby is already up, by the way.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Yeah, you can take a 4-minute break, I guess.
All right, and we are back, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge as we prepare for the grand finals here today. Skyborn will be on red, Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on blue. And,
Lysanya,
uh-huh.
Quick note, you have to swap the spectator.
Have to swap the Oh, yes. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's what happens when I go on break. So, yeah, for those of you who are not aware, I've actually been rather sick this past week, so been trying to build back up with the streaming and whatnot and the casting. It's just been, going 2 hours is the longest I've gone since the Chaos War. My voice just went completely out last week, so a little bit out of breath here. Not used to doing this again, so I gotta build back up to it here, folks. So bear with me. Just have to catch my breath a couple times. I'm hoping to be back up to full speed at SCS number 130. Hopefully so. Feeling better, though. Alright, so we got ship locks at this point. 30 seconds left in the lobby. So let's actually talk a little bit about these ships. We've got a Mobula and Galleon versus a Mobula and Goldfish. Actually, we'll take care of that when we get into the match.
Yeah, I haven't really had the time to take a proper look over their loadouts. I think that we can probably expect the Fancy Cloud Dance to go mid to close range, and Skyborn, like usual, is going to try to keep it at a long range fight. But this is my best wiki guess at this point. We'll have to see how this goes and how this plays out, of course.
We will certainly see as it's on Clash at Blackcliff. Here we go, folks. We'll do the ship callouts right now. Ship number 1 is the Reborn. It is piloted by Sunstrom. What we have here is a Hades Mobula with double Artemis bottom and a Gat flak on the wings. Ship number 2 is the Galileo. It is piloted by Dark Knight. We have a Galleon with a short side Hwacha and Carronade alongside Lumberjack and Flak with a Hades and a Flare. Ship number 3 is the Fancy, piloted by Dimentio. It is a Hades Mobula. It has a Artemis on bottom with a... Oh, the Flamethrower is back with a Gatling and an Artemis. And ship number 4 is the Predtado, piloted by Spudnik. It's a Hwacha fish with a Gatling and a Carronade on the sides.
As both team moves into the middle of this map, which is the area covered by all the piping and industrial buildings, which makes it for a really interesting combination of short range capability and long range capability, especially if this cloud stacks moving in make this probably one of the most dynamic maps that the game offers at this point.
It certainly does. We've seen a lot of epic encounters on this map as the Predtado has moved in on the Reborn, blowing by the Reborn, going for the Galileo. A very surprising move right there, but they are going for the Galleon here, but probably a good decision, especially since they really want to take out that Lumberjack on the Galileo.
Meanwhile, the Reborn is pulling up on the worst, and Hullbreak on the Reborn.
Good job right there by the Fancy. Great job by the Fancy, winning that 1v1 so far. Very surprising. You don't see Skyborn lose 1v1s on... Yes, Hullbreak on the Galleon, and that Hwacha should go any second. They are going to pick up some perma right there. They pick up about 25-30%, and they're very close to a Hullbreak again. They've got the back of the Galileo, almost the perfect position to have on the Galileo. Now they're going to turn for the Reborn. I like this call. They're going to go absolutely ram happy on the Reborn. Oh, a beautiful job. Look at that. They're going to force the Reborn up too. Is there going to be a follow-up ram here? No, the Reborn just gets out of it. The Hades comes into play though. This should be a kill right here for Blue. It certainly is. Blue picks up first blood. Fancy Cloud Dancers picks up first blood, unlike in their first matchup where they suffered first blood and they lost the match because of it. Now they're making a more aggressive approach with their build. And taking full advantage of what they're doing here. They swapped out the Galleon from their first encounter. They went with the Goldfish. It's turning out very well for them so far. Galileo, of course, in a bad spot right now. Caught out in the open. Predtado moving in. Oh, that should be it for Galileo right there. That's all engines. That's 5 guns.
Gatling gun on close quarter. Meanwhile, the Artemis on long range. Only thing I have to do is turn in there, watch and finish.
They're gone. They're gone. You can call it right there. Galileo should go down. It should be 2-0.
Yeah,
there they go.
Didn't even repair their hull anymore.
Didn't need to. Didn't need to. They were done. 2-0.
I've seen teams holding at that point on pretty long, but just all starting to smack the whole. I've seen the riders doing it a couple times. It's really funny to watch.
Yeah, it can get entertaining, but sometimes there comes a point where it's just like, you know what, just call it a day and respawn.
Well, there was no way the Reborn was going to save them from that engagement anyway.
Not against a fishing mob.
They can respawn in freshly and restart over.
Yeah, good job with the Reborn picking up a spot on the Fancy. They've decided to put some pot shots out there, not really getting any shots in, but at least they give the Predtato an idea that they have not moved from that position. So it's at least as a starting point to put a game plan together.
Oh, I see you there, Tutu in chat, by the way. No coin flips on the stream today. Just pointing out.
Well, I mean, there could be if we have a second Grand Finals match.
Which could, of course, be possible since right now the Skyborns have the match advantage. That means the Fancy Gladiators have to win 2 matches to take this tournament home.
One problem with your game plan, though, Canyon Ambush is the next match, if we have one.
Oh, Canyon Ambush can be conflict. It happens rarely. But
yeah, and it's happened on my live stream, so yeah, don't remind me in a Grand Finals. On this map, no less, not gonna have it.
Yeah, there was that match with
yes,
wasn't that Predators versus
Ryder. Ryder was involved.
Yeah.
Ryder versus Team Predators, I think.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember it fondly. People keep reminding me about it.
Well, you just reminded yourself of it.
That's okay. Predtato. Yes, Predtato, Holbroken. Not a good spot for them. They're caught out in the open, but they do get a little bit of cover. Let's, in fact, go check their cover here. As they got the smokestack as cover. Galileo trying to put shots out there. It looks like, in fact, let's take a peek. From the Predtato's point of view, they're trying to get under, and they should have full cover right about now. Yeah, they got full cover now. They're moving up. The only thing they can really hit is the balloon right now.
The Fancy's moving in from the rear, dropping in behind the Reborn without getting noticed.
Love it, love it, love it. If the Predtato does the same thing they did last time, Reborn is going to be in a bad spot. Reborn needs to be very careful.
Although they decided to move for the Galileo from the rear.
Yeah, that's what they did last time. That's what they did last time.
The Reborn turned around, facing the Fancy, so the Fancy returns fire on the Reborn, and there comes the Hawacha out.
No, Reborn is not turning now. Now they're turning. This is going to give Fancy an opportunity to just take free shots on the Reborn. Do not be surprised if the Fancy stays on the Reborn. In fact, they do. They're going to stay on him. Predtato's Holbroken again. A very bad spot for the Predtato now. They have to back out. Fancy should probably turn on the Galileo right now.
I should probably see if they can disable that Hades from the Reborn.
Yeah, but see, they're going to get turned on. See, yeah, the Galileo turns on the Fancy. That's what I was worried about if you're the Fancy. Galileo is going to turn on him. And Reborn, if they turn on the Fancy, this could get very ugly for Blue. However, it looks like Reborn staying on the Predtato. Predtato moves back in. They get the Hawacha off on the Galileo. Pick up 2 guns, the 2 guns they needed. 1 got rebuilt. Predtato trying to get in position on the Reborn. Fancy's moved up. It looks like the Reborn will be the target. Hullbreak on the Predtato. Hades going in the Reborn. Predtato dangerously low, about 25%. They're stuck in this engagement, though. They have to stay in the engagement. There's no point in them escaping this one. Fancy within the arming time of the Hades shots going in off from the Galileo. Bad ammo choice by the Galileo. Actually, it's not a bad choice. It's just they're within arming time, so a great job by the Fancy, just getting right in their face.
Oh, we might see a kill here. Yes, and Red is on the boards.
One downside to Fancy's game plan, when they go down, Reborn can basically take pot shots. They have nowhere to escape. Now they're outside of arming time for the Lumberjack. That should be a kill. That should be 2-2 any second. Balloon's down, Hull almost down. There's the armor break. 2 guns down. Shouldn't matter. Should be academic. It should be 2-2 any second. Galleon just lighting up, just taking pot shots right now on the Fancy. This should be academic. Fancy getting low, but they're not going to survive. Predtato's basically yielding the kill. Although, hold that thought. Fancy's not down yet. They're trying to get under. They're trying to get under the Galileo. There's a Hydro attempt right there. Trying to basically do whatever they can here. It should still be academic. No, that should be the kill. Good effort by the Fancy, but they're just not getting out of this. No, there they go. 2-2.
Nice try to save themselves there, though. Applause for the captain.
Yeah, they had a small window, but only if they could really get underneath the galleon. They just didn't have the window to make it happen. A good effort, though. 2-2, all tied up. They still have first blood in their pocket. So it's not the end of the world. Just win the next engagement, and you're in good shape. That's all they have to do. Meanwhile, Skyborn, of course, no, there's still plenty of time for both sides. There's no need to rush. If you're Skyborn right now, you need to make sure that you do the same thing again. Watch the Predatado. Wait for him to engage and focus him just like they did last time. Predato's setting everything up. Predato's going to want to set up the kill on the Reborn first, just like last time. But
they know that plan now. So if I were the blue team, I would swap my strategies around and figure out a new game plan here.
I would actually feign. I would actually feign towards the Reborn. I would set it up the same way. Put a half Hwacha on the Galileo, half of it on the Reborn. Feign in on the Reborn and then switch back to the Galileo and basically and put the side gun on the Galileo. Looks like they're going to do just that. They're going to move in on the Reborn. They're just completely ignoring the Galileo. Looks like they're going to hydro out of it though. Fancy's balloon broken? Yes, they are. They are balloon broken.
And hull broken.
Yes, they are. Reborn, however, got pushed. Predato has been hull broken. They're trying to push into arming time of the Reborn. I like this call if they're going to go in. If this is their game plan, Predato needs to go big or go home. Okay, so it looks like they're going to back out here. Looks like they're going to back up into the Galileo. Fancy moving into arming time. Both ships moving into arming time of the Galileo.
If they can get the Hwacha off right now, or they do not get it off.
Yeah, there's one problem with that. They have no Hwacha up. It's down. A good job by the Reborn picking it up. I don't know if I like the switch back to the Galileo in that particular situation. I would have kept pushing the Reborn back in that particular situation. Let the Fancy just sit in the inside the arming time of the Galileo. Now they might have something. Now they might have something. Galileo is dangerously close to environment. They have an opportunity to do something. Fancy's hull broken, but Predato has to be smelling blood right here. They've got a Goomba opportunity here. Look at this. They have nowhere to go. The Galileo has nowhere to go. They are balloon broken, they're hull broken, they are going to eat it right here. Hwacha coming out at the right time, 3-2 blue.
Very, very nicely done there.
Hydros from both. No, not Hydro from both. Fancy with a stamina burn, Predato with a Hydro. Reborn's caught. They gotta pick up a trade here. They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get the trade. They're going down. It should be 4-2. Reborn begging to stay alive. They're not going to. There's the balloon break. There's the hull break. There's the armor. That should be explosions and kill. 4-2.
If this has been the final so far. Go either way in this point. Really, really nicely executed by the blue team.
So yeah, if we keep this up, we're going to see a second grand finals matchup with 9 minutes left in the match. We could see a second grand finals matchup here. This is going to be very exciting, and ending it on Canyon. My body is ready if that happens. My body is definitely ready. I mean, yes, I know we're supposed to stay neutral and whatnot, but I would love to see it close out on Canyon. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, we always would like to see Canyon. It's a favorite of the community.
Yeah, but you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a 5-4 here. Let's just keep this going. Let's get a 5-4 and then get Canyon. Let's do it.
Meanwhile, a balloon break on the Fancy.
Ooh, good Hwacha right there by the Predato on the Galleon, picking up engines everywhere and 3 guns. That should allow the blow blind to the Reborn. One problem with that game plan, though, Predato, yeah, Fancy's a little too far away to assist. Predato is forced to back up, and this could be a huge mistake by Predato. Could they be caught here? They do have the back of the Galileo, so that's a plus. All the Galileo has on the back is a flare gun. Of course, if they get that flare on the rear Hwacha, on the front Hwacha.
Not a good Hwacha going out, disabling most of the Galileo there. Meanwhile, the
Fancy's in play
on the back of the Reborn.
Yes.
Hull break on the Predato though.
Yes, but Predato did their job. Fancy's in play. Galileo is going for the Fancy though. Reborn cannot turn. on them. Fancy, if they move up just a tiny little bit, they're in arming. They should be in arming time now. Reborn is caught. Reborn is caught. If Predtato can Hydro into this, Reborn is absolutely caught. They could do a Tiger Uppercut right here. Reborn's going to Hydro. They have no choice. They have to keep height right now on the Fancy and stay out of the Predtato. Predtato's going to watch it, I believe, very shortly. They're going to turn for the Reborn. Yes, they're going to turn for the Reborn. But Reborn doing a great job using altitude to their advantage, staying out of the Hwacha as much as possible. However, being below the Predtato is not going to be good. It's going to allow them easy access to the guns and the perma-hull. 55%, 60%. Now we see the Flamethrower finally coming into play from the Fancy. Fire stacks going out, only 2 on the hull, not much there. And it looks like, oh, they got a hull break on the Galileo. Fire going out on the Galileo.
Hwacha on the Reborn.
Whoa, the ram kill! Oh, hey, how you doing? Blue wins 5-2. That color coordination, though, just saying.
I think that might have actually been a sandwich. I think the Reborn got stuck on the Fancy there when the Predtato moved in on them.
Was that a vertical sandwich? We'd have to go back and check that replay. That might have been a vertical sandwich.
Because if that was, that has...
Yeah, we'll have to check that.
That makes this SCS complete. Like, we have seen sandwiches, we have seen rams, we have seen mines, flares.
We've seen horizontal and vertical sandwiches, by the way, if that's the case. So just throwing that out there. In our very last match. Yes.
Please go ahead and set up that map.
Yes, go ahead and do so. As folks, we're in for a treat here. We get a second Grand Finals matchup, and we are going to get it on Canyon Ambush. Of course, now we have to flip the teams. Fancy Cloud Dancers must go on red now, and Skyborn must go blue. Well, somebody was saying earlier, I haven't seen Skyborn lose in a while. Well, that just happened.
Well, Skyborn has, I've seen him lose a couple times in the, I think, last 10 SCSs. Like 1 or twice or something. They're generally not a team that gets beaten up. Like, I've yet to see a day where the Skyborns lose with a 5-0 score.
I think I've only seen it once, if I remember correctly. I've seen it once happen, just it doesn't happen often. So lobby's up, right?
Yes, the lobby's up. Yes, I'm quickly going to get another glass of water here since I've been talking way too much.
I've gone through... I'm on my 3rd glass right now. All right, folks, and we are about to start our final matchup of SCS number 129 between Skyborn and Fancy Cloud Dancers. Now it is Fancy Cloud Dancers on red and Skyborn on blue. A very, very good tournament so far, as Sir Stefan is getting some water, refreshing himself. And a big thanks to everybody tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here on SCS number 128. Thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here at twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy, also on my YouTube channel on the replay. For those of you watching, thank you so much for tuning in. It has been an outstanding tournament so far. Lots of exciting things happening, and we get to close it out on a community favorite, Canyon Ambush. I'm loving this. It is outstanding. We've had a great tournament, lots of close range maps. Even the long range maps we've had have been outstanding. This has been just, I can't say enough. It's been a great tournament.
You got to say that indeed, Chad. It's been probably one of the most exciting tournaments I've seen in a while.
Can we just...
First match, it was very exciting. That long range match, that was very close. And last match also, it was mind-breaking.
We had a little bit of everything for everybody. We had close range maps, lots of ramming in certain times. We had tactical play in certain matches. We had We had mines. I know you're a big fan of the mines. We had a flare gun. We had a little something for everybody, and we even had the return of the flamethrower in SCS. Look at that. We got a little something for everybody here today. We're just running the entire gamut of the entire spectrum of possibilities here. So if you like Guns of Icarus, if you like any aspect of Guns of Icarus, this tournament has had at least something for you here today. And we even saw Spires. We even saw the elusive Spire in our first matchup, so there you go. In fact, have we seen... Yes, we have seen every single ship in this tournament. We have seen Pyramidians, Junkers, Goldfish, Galleons, Mobulas, Squids. What am I missing? Hang on. Pyramidian, Squid, Junker, Goldfish, Spire... Galleon, Mobula. Yes, that's all 7. Yes, we've had all 7. We have had all 7. My goodness. It literally has something, has had something for everybody. I think Reborn is upset about losing that matchup. They're bringing double Mobula.
Yeah, well, they bring the trademark. They don't want to lose, so they go with something that they're confident with.
It's the trademark build.
If you can lose one match, of course, you can just say, screw it, I'll just bring something. I'm not that familiar with that a little bit.
All right, here we go, folks. Final matches on Canyon Ambush. Of course, it is a canyonist map with lots of canyons, lots of ambushes, ambushing places. Shocking, I know, right? I'm contractually obligated to say that every time we have Canyon Ambush. Here we go, folks. Ship number 1 is the Friendfish, piloted by Dementio. It is a Watchafish with double-side Caro. Ship number 2 is the Gizmo Duck, piloted by Spudnik. We have a Junker. Look at this, a Junker again with a Banshee up front. Oh, look at this. Looks like somebody's listening to your request. We got a Mine Launcher and a Banshee on one side, and a Mine Launcher and a Banshee on the other. Ship number 3 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Gatling. Oh my goodness, a Mobula with a Gatling up top, double Artemis bottom, and double Banshee on the side. And ship number 4 is a Helios, piloted by Dark Knight. We've got a Flak up top, double Gatling bottom, and a Gat and a Banshee, a Gat and a Flare on the sides. We're going close range Mobulas for this matchup, folks. Remember when the gun arcs got turned inwards, folks, we're going to see in the grand finals what those gun arcs are going to do for us here today. Especially keep an eye on the Helios running double Gat with the Flak up top. That is a close range Mobula build I haven't seen in a long time. I'm interested to see what happens. Of course, this is a bit reminiscent, though, of what, who was it? Oh gosh, Mighty Keb. Mighty Keb took out a close-range mob at one point several tournaments ago and absolutely cleaned house with it, but it was a different variant of it. It was a double Gatling mortar variety and ran it to perfection. Let's see if Skyborn can do the same here today.
Well, I've seen Sunstrom using this before in an SES, this particular loadout.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm saying it's been a while.
I think last time I saw it when I was playing against him, the match where we went a little bit dishonorable.
All right, it looks like teams are kind of getting a game plan together, looking to jockey for position here. In fact, let's take a look at the map. Looks like they're going to be sitting in the south spawn here. Interesting decision, but advantage blue, especially out in the open.
Friendfish has been spotted.
Mobulas are a little less tanky out in the middle, a little bit better out in the spawns. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as the Friendfish moves in. Gatlings go out. Remember, that is a double Gatling from the Helios, so that should be 3 Gatlings going out at any given moment. Gizmo Duck, the Junker, moving in from low, using that balloon as cover. Of course, that is a very thin hull profile. Of course, it does not help them here as they are putting those shots into the hull. Gizmo Duck trying to get into mine range. Friendfish moving in on the Reborn. Oh, Reborn caught! Ram going into the Reborn, however, the Friendfish eats the hull break. No perma-hull damage. They were ready for it. Friendfish once again caught out there. Hull break on the Friendfish. Down to about... Oh, they're getting lit up here. Those Gatlings are chewing through that armor.
Meanwhile, those mines at the Gizmo Duck are not really managing to connect, putting the Friendfish in a dangerous position.
Yes, they are. Hull break once again on the Friendfish. Oh, this could be a sandwich opportunity here. This could be very dangerous. However, the flak should clean it up. Oh, they ram into environment, does the Friendfish. So does the Reborn. Gizmo Duck trying to move in. Oh, the mine! Was that a friendly mine? No, that was not a friendly mine. That was just lots of shots going out everywhere. 1-0. Blue picks up first blood. Skyborn picking it up. Gizmo Duck all alone against two Mobulas. Not a good position for a Munker to be in with Triple Banshee. They have no gun disables available on their ship. None whatsoever other than the Mobula, other than the mine launchers. The Mobulas can basically have their way with this Junker. This is not a good position. Let's take a look at their tools real quick. They have no vertical mobility tools here. They have kerosene and tar. They do have tar in play. That could be a useful tool here. Keep an eye on the position of the back of the Gizmo Duck. Looks like they're going to try to escape right now. It looks like they... Are they going to escape? Yeah, it looks like they are going to escape. Yes, they are going to escape here. As those Artemai hit the balloon, so not enough as far as positioning for the Skyborn. They just let the Gizmo Duck go. At this point, not a bad idea considering that the Friendfish is back in play. As Red repositions for their next engagement, they really need to get the Gizmo Duck in play much quicker than what they did in the first engagement. Shots going out on the Gizmo Duck, lots of Gatlings going out. Friendfish trying to move up, but not successful right now. Reborn, of course, putting those... do they have Lesmok Gat up there? They have a gunner with Lesmok, they certainly do. Standard kit for a Gatling, of course, is the Lesmok Greased and the Lochnagar ammo. Gizmo Duck eating some Gats right there, except they're just out of range for the Helios.
Yeah, I guess the Mobiles could just hang back a bit in their own spawn now, where they have maneuverability.
Yeah.
Red has to come at this point.
They're playing it absolutely right so far. Hang back, try to get one of the ships in play. Gizmo Duck apparently is playing decoy right now for the Friendfish. They're trying to bait fire into the Gizmo Duck. Probably the right call. Ooh, I'm keeping one eye right on my peripheral vision. Look at your left. I like this. I like this call. Gizmo Duck is baiting. Oh, are they onto it? Is Skyborn onto it? Skyborn might be onto this. Skyborn might be onto the play here. Does Skyborn have flares in play? No, they do not. However, they do sense the... Oh, Helios. Oh, look at Helios. Helios is... No, they're backing up now. Yeah, Friendfish probably... They probably saw the play coming, knowing that the most likely scenario there was that the Friendfish was going to flank from the cloud cover. Good idea by Skyborn to back up there. Banshee's going into the Helios, trying to push them back. If they're going to back them up, you might as well back them up all the way and reposition. Get the Friendfish some cloud cover here, and let's take a look and see what the Friendfish could do as far as potential approach angles here. They could actually move up through this cloud cover. They have partial cloud cover in play.
Yeah, Flare's going to ruin that quickly.
Flare could ruin it quickly. However, they would have to put out the Flare in advance. So if they make their move before the Flare goes out, then they could actually push with no... Oh, they got caught. They got caught. Reborn saw it.
Yeah, Gizmo Duck way too slow here.
Too incisive.
Into the open.
Yeah, Friendfish, if they were not going to make the move, they should have pushed back. Oh, they're caught. Gizmo Duck in no position to assist. Friendfish is caught out in the open. They are hull broken. However, they might get away with very little permahull damage here. They're still caught. Gizmo Duck cannot assist. This is a 2v1 all the way. They will get out of there with 5% permahull damage, but that's 5 less permahull than they had before.
Let's accept that they can basically accept it at this point.
Oh, watch the Friendfish. He's going right back into it. That's pretty ballsy right there. Saying, you know what, you caught me once. Oh, look at this! They got the back of the Reborn! They got the back of the Reborn, but they're going for the Helios. Oh, a good flank right there by the Friendfish. Reborn's caught on environment. They can't back up. It's a 2v1. Reborn with a big mistake right there. Friendfish has the back of the Helios now. Hydro from the Helios. Gizmo Duck is now in range. They can start doing things. Friendfish with a beautiful watch on the Reborn. That picks up 4 guns. And now they're going to Hydro into the Helios. It's now time for Red to see what they've got here. A good mine going out on the Gizmo Duck. Excuse me, from the Gizmo Duck to the Helios. Red needs to be very careful here. Blue has repositioned and got themselves in a good spot.
Although the Helios is in a dangerous position at this point, as they're almost hull broken.
Oh, this could be a potential ram kill situation. They've probably communicated that to the Friendfish. Friendfish is smelling blood right here. Keep an eye on him. This could be a ram kill right here. Could be a Goomba. They missed the ram, but did they pick up the Goomba? Yes, they do pick up the Goomba. A glancing Goomba 1-1 all tied up. Well done. Friendfish seeing it. I guarantee you there was talk going on between Friendfish and the Gizmo Duck saying, hey, look in the environment. And Friendfish said, oh, that environment, what up?
Ooh,
good mine.
Mine on the Reborn.
Good mine. That should set up the next kill. Their balloon broken. Now they get the balloon back up, but their NGs are in full repair mode. Washer going out. That should be academic right there. That should be the 2-1. Friendfish looking to pick up the ram kill. They do so. 2-1. Great job right there. Great communication by Friendfish and Gizmo Duck.
And that with 10 minutes left on the clock, Red Team actually taking the advantage.
Are you actually saying that we could see overtime on Canyon Ambush? I'm asking a legitimate question here. Are we actually going to see it? I mean, this could happen. At this pace, we will.
Well, let's hope not.
No, I'm fine with overtime on this, considering how good these two have fought each other. I am more than happy to see 3 extra minutes of it. But let's not play the timer here, folks. Let's get some more action going. As both teams are communicating, I believe they're probably communicating plans with each other. Yeah, looks like Red is deciding that they're going to... What are they going to do here? Let's keep an eye on Red, considering they just won that last engagement. Red is hanging back right now, not really doing much anything. Blue, meanwhile, is pushing up in formation. They're pushing up from high. Red is low. So let's see what happens. Let's actually check the Reborn right here. Let's double check. Of course, they've got Artemai in play, so they definitely want to be high. Of course, Helios running the double gap. They can be any which way. They could be high or low. They probably want to be a little bit higher, though, with that flak. Flak does arc a little bit.
Although, so far, Red Team has not noticed the two mobiles getting in behind them. So this could be very interesting to see what's going to happen.
Oh, you're darn right. This could get very interesting. Oh, this could be... Oh, spot going out. Oh, but with the spot right there, they probably know they're behind them. The Gatling's going out. Yeah, they know they're behind them now. They caught Red with their pants down. Gatling's going out on the Gizmo Duck. Gizmo Duck has realized, uh-oh, they're behind us. Friendfish is trying to get in the action. That's a Hydra right there by the Friendfish. Friendfish moving up. They've realized that they have been flanked. Good use of cloud cover right there by Skyborn. Double Gatling going out on the Friendfish. Single Gatling going out on the Gizmo Duck. Red realizing that they will not win in this position, so they have decided to back out and reposition. Not a bad decision here, especially considering that they have a disadvantage with being surprised and flanked. Repositioning, probably not the worst idea. Now they've decided to go back into the engagement. Reborn juking most of that watcher. Not a good watcher right there by Friendfish. I don't know if that was a good idea getting it off at that range. Not against a Mobula.
Well, they could just retreat behind the rock, so it's no real waste out there.
True. Not a real waste, but they do have to wait a bit. So it kind of forces the Gizmo Duck back. It kind of forces their hand and says, hey, we have to move back. That's about the only thing.
This is an awful position for them to fight in, considering the blue team has longer range capacity.
Yeah, this is not a good place for Red to fight. They need to consider swinging around. As we have 7 minutes left in the match. Guys, we might actually have an overtime on Canyon. This might actually happen. I was joking before. I'm not joking now. This could actually happen.
I think you jinxed it.
I think I did. But I'm okay with 3 extra minutes of this. I'm serious. I really am. As Gatlings go out on the Gizmo Duck. Gatlings go out. The Skyborn definitely with the advantage with environment right now, especially with their superior vertical mobility. Helios over the environment right now. Reborn behind it, so they could easily get behind cover if they need to. Hwacha going out on the Reborn. Oh, hull break on the Friendfish.
If it was the red team at this point, I would just shut the fuck up and hide.
Yeah, I would not make this engagement here if I was red. This is not... Oh, wait a minute. Split. Wait a minute. Helios might have overextended. Let's keep an eye on this. Can Friendfish get around? No, they're not going to be able to get around in time. Helios getting very... Okay, this is a good maneuver by red right here. Get behind cover, reposition, Helios backing up, and that's okay if you're red. Helios backing up is okay. You want to take the environment out of play here. And now they're going to push up. They're moving up together. Gizmo Duck moving first. I like this bait by the Friendfish. I like this bait by the Friendfish. Get the Gizmo Duck in play. Try to use the balloon to tank the Gatlings, and then move the Friendfish up. I like the play. Burn their Gatlings. Great call right there. They do tank it. Friendfish has a clear path to Helios. They will eat some Gatlings. Oh, they got hull broken though. They got caught. As you were about to mention, Skyborn saw it coming. Gizmo Duck back in play. Banshee's coming out, trying to take out the balloon. Oh, that's a good mine right there. Beautiful mine, picking up the, clipping the top of the Reborn. Banshee's going out every which way. Friendfish hull broken.
Friendfish hull broken at this point.
Probably not the worst thing to have happen right now. Friendfish not in any danger. Another good mine on the Reborn. Gizmo Duck is absolutely pushing the Reborn back. That's another good mine picking up Permahull. They are completely disabled. Banshee's looking to finish it off. Gizmo Duck finally coming into play here. This is what they were looking for in the Gizmo Duck. This should be a hull break. It is a hull break from fire, and there's the kill 3-1. A huge advantage for red right now. Blue does have first blood, but red with a 2-kill lead. Half Hwacha going out, missing wildly. The rest of the Hwacha trying to pick up engines. They do pick up the main engine. That's a critical engine right there, especially with Helios trying to run. 4 minutes left, and we should see overtime here, folks. We should see overtime as Gizmo Duck moving up. And there's the spawn by the Reborn. Hwacha going... Oh, that's a beautiful Hwacha right there. Absolutely chewing through those engines. Helios has nothing to do except for going up and down. Vertical mobility, their only saviors. Reborn moving in on the Friendfish. They're looking to pick up a quick kill here. They're chewing through that armor very quickly. Friendfish looking to balloon take, but they do lose that armor. A late breaking Hydro trying to get vertical on the Reborn. Reborn staying with them. Oh, the environment. Friendfish with a great move right there. Reborn making a mistake, clipping the environment. Helios got picked up by the Gizmo Duck. 4-1. Could this be a comeback here? A complete and utter comeback from the road to redemption for Fancy Cloud Dancers. This could be it here, folks. Reborn caught in a 2v1. Friendfish with low perma, but Reborn looking to pick one up here quick. They need to pick it up. Uh-oh.
There goes the Hwacha saving the main engine.
Only one gun out. Only one gun up. Reborn has a chance.
But the main engine as well, so they can't get away anymore.
They weren't going to get away no matter what. Oh, that mine should spell GG. Helios in play. Gizmo Duck moving right in range. They're trying to put out the short range mines. That's a hull break. That should do it, folks. That should be it. 5-1 inbound. Reborn trying to save it. No, we do not see overtime. I guess we don't see overtime after all, as Fancy Cloud Dancers wins SCS number 129 by the score of 5-1. What a match. What a match. What a tournament. Whew. I must say, that was a beautiful tournament. My goodness, we need to have this happen more often on SCS, I'm just saying.
Of course we need to, of course we need to.
Ah, but that is the end of SCS number 129. Any final thoughts before we close out the live stream here, Sir Stefan?
Wow.
Succinct
Just
and
wow.
to the point. Wow. Very succinct and shrewd analysis by Sir Stefan. But of course, that is it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sunday Community Skirmish number 129. For Sir Stefan, my name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, signing out. Good day, everybody.